It's time for the Potawatomi Fire Coaches Corner. Featuring two-time TBL Coach of the Year, Fire Head Coach Mark Danoff. With special guest, TBL's only three-time champion, Fire Forward Paul Harrison. And now here's the host of the Coaches Corner, Chris Cox.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Coaches Corner here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. It's a Midwest Conference Finals edition of the Coaches Corner. I'm Chris Cox. I'm joined by Fire Head Coach Mark Danoff. Later on today, I'll be joined by Fire Big Man Paul Harrison. And Coach, starting with you, last week, your Fire got the 2025 TBL playoffs, started off with two big wins over the Enid Outlaws. I mean, you had to be very pleased with what you saw from your Fire last weekend.
Yeah, I thought we came out with a lot of energy, had really good starts to both games, played extremely hard. Enid came ready to play both nights. Very scrappy, well-prepared team. The coaches there do a fantastic job, and I was just proud of the way our guys approached it, the way they were prepared, and how they executed their assignments throughout the night.
In game one, Enid was able to keep the game fairly close through the first half, but in the third quarter, as you've done that a lot this year, y'all really started to pull away. What is it about third quarters that you preach to your guys and that, these guys obviously take to heart?
I wish I had a better answer for you, but I think really a couple minor adjustments here and there, talk about the things that are working for us, things that may not be working quite as well for us. But really, it's a credit to our guys and their focus. And we always talk about the first 5 minutes of the second half can change the game. And they seem to take that to heart and really come out with great energy, a lot of focus, and compete at a very high level. And sometimes I guess we catch some people off guard. Other times it becomes a real battle.
I think, a lot of times with the third quarter, because it is about making adjustments at halftimes, I think it really can show that this team's basketball intelligence, that they're able to make those adjustments, either major adjustments in some cases or just minor adjustments, and really at times kind of, keep the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, we're really fortunate and blessed to have a really good group of guys who have a high basketball IQ, have played a lot of basketball at a high level, whether that be in college or professionally, and just knowing the game and the way they communicate with each other during the game and then at halftime to revisit things and discuss whether it be how we're defending something or things to look for on the offensive end. They provide so much input to our staff, because I say to them, what are you seeing out there? What do you like out there? And they provide us because they're actually on the floor and seeing what's happening. So it's fortunate for myself and Manny to have guys with that basketball intelligence and that feel for the game to help us make those adjustments.
I think game one also really kind of showed the balance of this team. 5 players finished in double figures. You had 3 other guys finish with 9 points. I mean, you saw this in game 2 as well, although the score was a little more out of hand, but you really got contributions from everybody.
Yeah, and that's big for us on both ends of the floor. I thought everybody whose name was called at whatever point in the game that might have been was really prepared and focused and came in and gave us everything they could on both ends of the floor. We're very locked in, but we're at our best when we're defending at a high level and sharing the basketball on the offensive end where everybody has an impact on the game and is productive.
We talked about it after game 1, but I thought your bigs in that game were really good. Paul Harrison and Jay Hedgeman both had great games combined, 26 points, 15 rebounds, and they played about the same amount of minutes, so you were able to get good production from those bigs.
Yeah, I thought they were fantastic, and they've continued to do so. The week before the series with Enid and out as we approach the Logansport series, they've really been playing at a high level. It's a unique situation because 2 very different types of players, but yet they can bring us the things they do on both ends of the floor in a different way that makes us effective.
Switching gears and looking at game 2, you all were back here inside Fire Lake Arena, and you put on a show. 157-89 was the final score. And really from the opening tip in that game, y'all seemed to just kind of have everything go your way.
Yeah, our focus was outstanding. I could tell our guys are pretty loose before games, but you can sometimes sense that they're in a particular place.
Yeah.
And that game, you could definitely see it. And they brought it for the entire 48 minutes, all the way down the line, 1 through 12, just played at their highest level. And I know we gave Enid a lot of problems and issues throughout the night. And they're a very, very good basketball team, like I said, and very well prepared and coached. So for us to play that well and have the outcome we had was very impressive.
We've seen it over the past couple of years with you guys in, situations where you can put a team away, and some teams might kind of take their foot off the gas and know, okay, we got two, let's go out there and see if we can win, but if we don't, whatever. But it seems like your guys really want to, when they have a chance to put a team away, they want to put them away.
Yeah, and we've had moments throughout the year where we didn't quite do that. And it's been a point of emphasis throughout the year where we might get up somewhere around the 15 to 20 point area and there's a timeout and we have a lax. And those are the things we try to correct throughout the season, and we've been getting better and better at it. And just where we got to put our foot down once we get that lead, and whether there's a timeout or not, we can't just sit back and think, well, we got it rolling now, it's going to be easy, because it never is. The teams in this league are so talented and just don't quit. They fight to the end like an Enid team, and they're not going to stop playing until they hear that final buzzer. So we got to have that mentality just to keep going and not really play to a score, play to make ourselves better.
What can you as a coach, and what do you hope your team can take away from that series win over Enid?
Well, it was a good series win against a good basketball team, and we had to go on the road, win the first one, and then come back home in front of the Fire Nation, and we played extremely well. But Enid had made a lot of changes in the last couple of weeks, the things they were doing offensively, and in short time we had to make adjustments, and we didn't handle it very well the first time we played them, and then the next night, that game at the end of the season. So going into the series, we had to make adjustments and get back to who we were defensively. So that actually that game prior helped us more than anything, but it allowed us to refocus and regroup and get back to who we were defensively. And I think the things that we focused on throughout the week really paid off.
And finally, Coach, with that win in Game 1, you did reach a personal milestone. You got your 100th career win in TBL. I know you don't like to talk about personal achievements, but 100 career wins in a league like TBL with a short schedule, and the fact that you've done it in just 4 years is really impressive.
Well, thank you. It certainly doesn't, I don't get all the credit. It's certainly been blessed to coach a lot of very, very good players throughout the years. Some have been with through the entire time, others here and there throughout that time. But to be in a really good organization that supports you and provides you with resources to be successful, to have a really good staff, several different people on that staff over 4 years, and then the players that have come and gone that have really contributed and bought in into our culture and who we are, and the relationships that we have through those years and continue whether they're here or not, really have had an impact on our success. So the credit really goes to everybody, not me. I just happen to have that title that everybody wants to talk about.
All right, Coach. Well, let's go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll look at your Midwest Conference Final opponent, the Logansport Iron Horses. This is the Coach's Corner here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Are you ready to elevate your business with a new technology partner? Vive provides lightning-fast fiber internet up to 10 gigs, along with powerful technology solutions that enhance your security, productivity, and efficiency. Our dedicated team of business consultants will identify your business needs and recommend solutions to address your challenges. Don't wait. Claim your free technology evaluation today. Visit business.vivebroadband.com and discover why Vive is the premier choice for your business success.
It's a quarter after 1.
Lady A, live in concert. Friday, June 20th, 8 p.m., Grand Casino Hotel and Resort. 7-time Grammy Award winners, Lady A. On sale now at grandboxoffice.com. Lady A Live.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. I'm Chris Cox, and I'm joined by Fire head coach Mark Danoff. Coach, with the sweep over Enid, you all move one step closer to another TBL title. You'll now face the Logansport Iron Horses in the Midwest Conference Finals. Kind of just broadly speaking, what can you tell me about Logansport?
Yeah, very, very good basketball team that's been playing at a real high level as the regular season concluded, and then now into playoffs. They've really, gone out on the road and been very successful. They went to Kokomo and beat them, and then they had to play all 3 games in St. Louis, where we know that's a really tough place to play against a really good team, and get 2 out of 3 against them. So real credit to them, but they play so hard, very scrappy, really good defense, very explosive offensively, can shoot the 3, can go inside to their big man, but really high level basketball. It should make for a great series.
They're a new team to TBL, and like you said, they did have to go on the road all 3 games in St. Louis, and they got 2 of those 3 games there. I know the Griffins had a couple of key injuries, but I mean, that's an impressive series win to beat St. Louis and St. Louis twice.
No, absolutely. And to first beat Kokomo at Kokomo,
that's true.
And then advance and travel and play 3 games on the road. It speaks to their character, it speaks to their discipline, it speaks to their talent level and their effort. It was just a really good weekend for Logansport.
You played Enon 8 times this year. You played St. Louis a lot over the past 3 years, 2 years. How excited are you to actually get to this point and prepare for somebody new?
Well, the newness is great.
Yeah.
We were prepared to play either one, and we were just happy that we were going to be a part of that series, no matter how it played out.
Right.
Because both teams are really good. Would make for the great series that's coming up this weekend. But it is kind of nice to play somebody we haven't really seen from an area we haven't really been. And some new faces and some new players. So in that sense, it's exciting.
I would imagine, too, it helps kind of the players maybe focus a little bit more in practice because they are seeing new players and new sets and new things from a different team.
Yeah, you're not as familiar with them, so you got to lock in a little bit more. You got to be focused in on player personnel, the things they do on both ends of the floor, their offensive and defensive schemes, what they're trying to accomplish, how they set those things up, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses. So in that sense, it is a breath of fresh air.
Looking at Logansport, one of the first things that kind of sticks out to me is actually their youth. Mm-hmm. For better or worse, and it's generally been better, you're Fire. Y'all are an older, more experienced team. You have an average age right around 29. Their average age right around 25. Mm-hmm. How do you think age could factor into this series?
Well, you can always talk about experience and wisdom and knowledge and things like that, but they're not real young. But all those guys, looking at their bios and everything, played at really good universities and colleges at high levels. So they're familiar with playing basketball at a high level. And now as pros, and they've got overseas experience, they've got other things on their resume, places they played or wherever it may be. So even though age-wise at 25, they may seem young, especially compared to us.
Yeah.
But very knowledgeable, very experienced, good basketball players at a high level.
Logansport, they've also played a lot of close games this year. They're 10-4 in single-digit games, and that includes going 3-1 this postseason. Every game they played this postseason has been decided by 9 points or less. What does that tell you about this team?
Well, strong discipline. They trust their training. They trust the process. They lean on each other. They stay connected down the stretch. They don't let adversity get in the way that may approach them down the stretch of games. That they continue to just keep battling and stick together all the way to the end, and they've been coming out on the right end.
Offensively, Logansport really spreads the scoring around. 7 guys averaging at least 14 points. Nobody averaging, though, more than 19 points. Mm-hmm. Do they do a good job keeping teams guessing? Yeah,
they run some really good stuff. They really generate paint touches, get downhill, play inside out. They've got some guys that can really shoot the basketball from the perimeter. They can shoot from the mid-range. Some of those guys, that's really their forte, is right in that mid-range area. Others are behind the three-point line. They've got a good player on the inside that can be impactful on both ends of the floor. And then several guards who get to the paint and can finish at the rim.
What else have you seen from Logansport on the offensive side?
Yeah, they space the floor really well. They try to option out your defenders, put you in a lot of ball screen situations. They run a lot of horns actions. get you going one way, bring you back the other way. Just things that make you have to really communicate on the defensive end, make you have to make decisions on where your help is going to come from, and force you to get to shooters and yet have great closeouts and stay in front.
Looking at the Logansport defense, they have struggled at times. They're giving up 117 points per game. They've allowed 100 points in every game but 2. But at the same time, like you said, they're very scrappy. They really make teams work on offense. What have you seen from the Logansport defense?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't get caught up too much in how many points they give up, because they play at a faster pace. There's more possessions for them on both ends of the floor. But I'd really look more at what kind of field goal percentage. The teams are only shooting under 30% from 3 against them. They're shooting under 50% from 2. So they're really getting out, they're pressuring the ball, they're playing in the gaps, they really rotate well. They're in good help position, and they just swarm to the basketball as you get to the paint or you get by the guy who's defending the ball. And then they've got a shot blocker. They've got guys that have quick hands, very aggressive, physical, scrappy defensive team.
You told me earlier they kind of remind you a little bit of St. Louis, not necessarily in the ways you get kind of tired with St. Louis, but and just in that scrappiness and physicality. Yeah,
especially defensively. Probably not as much on the offensive end, but defensively very scrappy, physical, aggressive, slap down, full court when they want to, pressuring up. They can and they have at times. They don't probably trap as much.
Okay.
I'm sure late in the games they do when they're behind and things like that. But just their aggressiveness, how hard they play, and how scrappy they are.
And finally, Coach, as you get set for these Midwest Conference Finals, what will be key for your Fire to move on and keep that hope of a three-peat alive?
Yeah, we've got to play with that same energy, with that same focus. We got to be more connected than ever, lean on each other through adversity. Doing the things we do on both ends of the floor. I know you hear me say that all the time. Key will be getting to the shooters and staying in front. Limit those paint touches. Don't limit them to one shot. And then be aggressive on the offensive end. Attack those closeouts, generate our paint touches, and play inside out.
All right, Coach, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you against Logansport.
Sounds good.
I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'll be joined by Fire big man Paul Harrison. This is the Coach's Corner here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
You know what this program needs? New Dr. Pepper Blackberry!
It's cool Dr. Pepper! It's sweet blackberry flavor!
Bingo! There's even 0 sugar!
And we got a new mascot too!
Oh, that's sweet!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
Get the most out of your Wi-Fi with Eero Pro 6 from Vive. Houses come in all shapes and sizes. Shouldn't your Wi-Fi too? Eero's True Mesh technology blankets your whole home in coverage. With the right Eero system, you can work, stream, game, and chat, powered by whole home award-winning Wi-Fi that works. Plus a simple, smart, and secure fiber-powered network that just keeps getting better with automatic updates. Visit vivebroadband.com to get connected.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. I'm Chris Cox, now joined by Fire big man Paul Harrison. And Paul, thanks for taking a few minutes to sit down with me.
Oh, no problem. Of course, anytime.
Paul, starting here, this team and a lot of the players on this team have only known success in a Fire jersey. You're one of those guys, included 2 years of the Fire, 2 championships. But you've also won a championship with another team. You know how difficult it is. What's kind of been your message to some of the guys who maybe haven't had to go through some of those difficult times, or some of the players who maybe haven't even played in the postseason?
It's mostly just respect everybody, and every game is not going to be an easy game. Every game is something different going to happen. You just got to be ready for anything and then go through it together. So
I think a lot of people outside the locker room, they see what the Fire have done the past couple of years, and I think they just kind of expect y'all to be here, expect y'all to be in the finals. But it's hard to get to this point.
Yeah,
it's hard to get to the finals. Can you talk about that a little bit?
It's definitely hard work. The expectation is there for us because we've had so much success, but it's the practices and the regular season that get us here, where we feel comfortable in this part of the season. So we just got to come out ready with energy at every game like we have been so far in the playoffs.
What kind of pressure do you all feel?
I don't know if we feel pressure. I mean, obviously we're the team to beat because we've been the one the last two championships. But
right.
I don't think there's a pressure on us as much as it's pressure from ourselves that we just need to come out and do what we're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. And I know with you and with Chuck and Ricky, there's a lot of guys who have high expectations for themselves and for this team.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody puts higher expectations on us than ourselves. Mm-hmm. Especially with Chuck and Munson, Ricky, all the guys, returning guys. We want to win another championship, and because we like the feeling that it gives us. So we just want everybody else to be on the same ship, on the same boat with us, and continue to keep working hard and hopefully keep winning.
When I spoke last week with Ricky Artis, he mentioned that one of the big things that he really wanted to see heading into the postseason was for y'all to focus a little bit more, especially early in games. Mm-hmm. It really seemed like that y'all found that focus early in that series against Enid.
Yeah, a big emphasis this whole season has been to start games better because we don't start games like we should. But I mean, it's part of the process. So as long as it's working now, we just keep going with what's working, and hopefully we can keep starting games good.
I think the key is always to, get better as you get later on in the season, and then once you hit the postseason, start to hit your peak, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do.
Despite the two big wins last week, I'm sure you still thought and Coach still thought that there's room for improvement. Where are some of the areas that you think y'all can improve from last week?
We definitely still got to work on our rebounding. Defense is always, we still gave up almost 90 points both games. We could bring that down a little bit. It comes a lot with the same thing that's been all season. We got to box out. We don't box out a lot, and it shows. Teams are getting a lot of offensive rebounds on us, and we got to really focus this week because Logansport they go to the offensive glass.
Going back to Sunday, you knew that you were going to play either Logansport or you were going to play St. Louis. As that game was winding down and you found out you were going to play Logansport, I'm sure you had to be happy to know you weren't going to be going against St. Louis's big again.
It's bittersweet. It's always nice to go away. We're gonna have all three games here. Mm-hmm. It's always nice to just go away, just to have a travel day trip. But it's always nice to see somebody new. You get like this certain sense of, I don't know how to explain it, but playing the same team over and over, it's just like the last regular season game in Enid, we only won by 1 point. It's because we played down to their level from playing them so many times. We just expected to walk in and beat them, which is not the case. So now that we have a different opponent, maybe we come with a different mindset of we're going to play harder and we're going to try to put them away early, and hopefully it works out for us.
When you are playing somebody new like Logansport, do you notice kind of maybe a change in mentality during practice with the rest of the guys?
Today we had a really good practice. Guys were focused and seems like we were ready to play.
What have you seen from Logansport? I know that they don't have the biggest roster in the world, but they do have a couple of bigger guys. What have you seen from them, and what can you expect from their bigs?
I haven't really watched them. I only watched the last game in St. Louis for the most part, and we just still got to just continue doing what we're doing. Okay. It's more of a focus on us than focus on them.
Okay. And then finally, Paul, as you go through this series against Logansport and then hopefully move on to play a couple more series, what do you want to see from your Fire to get, not over the hump, because you've gotten a championship the past 2 years, but to get that third straight championship?
We just got to stick together, keep encouraging each other, and just play together. Nothing special.
All right, Paul. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
That's going to do it for this edition of the Coach's Corner. The Midwest Conference Finals will begin on Thursday against the Logansport Iron Horses. Again, those games will be on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. All three games will be here inside Fire Lake Arena. All three games will also tip off at 7 p.m. To purchase tickets, you can go online, PotawatomiFire.com/tickets. You can also call the Fire Lake Arena box office. And then, of course, for more information on this series and the Fire as a whole, make sure to follow the Fire on social media. You can find them on Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also find out more information on the Fire website at PotawatomiFire.com. That's going to do it for us today. For Fire big man Paul Harrison and head coach Mark Danoff, I'm Chris Cox, and I'll talk to you next time right here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
See ya.
July 12th, Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee presents a summer concert blockbuster. The Oklahoma return of Steve Earle, plus special guest Reckless Kelly. Don't miss Oklahoma's own the Mike McClure duo, Crow and Gazelle. Saturday, July 12th. The doors open at 7. The show starts at 8. Tickets available at FireLakeArena.com. Saturday, July 12th, Fire Lake Arena on Hardesty Road in Shawnee.
After an impressive 2-game sweep over the Enid Outlaws last week, the Potawatomi Fire now find themselves just 6 wins shy of that three-peat. Now the Fire will face a TBL upstart in the Logansport Iron Horses, who made the conference finals in just their first year in the league. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox, and tonight we have Game 1 of the Midwest Conference Finals between the two-time defending champion Potawatomi Fire and the Logansport Iron Horses. Earlier today, I caught up with Fire head coach Mark Danoff to talk about this matchup and what it will take for the Fire to get a win here in Game 1.
Joined now by Potawatomi Fire head coach Mark Danoff. Coach, Midwest Conference Finals, Game 1 tonight. You're playing a new team, the Logansport Iron Horses. It's a team you have not seen before. What can Fire fans expect to see from Logansport?
Yeah, first and foremost, very, very good basketball team. Play extremely hard on both ends of the floor. The things that just stand out to me is their aggressiveness on defense, the way they crash the glass on both ends, and the way they generate paint touches and pressure the rim.
This is a new team to TBL, so they obviously have not been in this position before. Your Fire, on the other hand, very used to being in this position. How much do you think experience will play into the series this weekend?
Well, you know, I think it could play a part, but honestly, sometimes you don't know what you don't know. Okay. So for them, I'm not even sure they think about that part of it. I think they're just here to play basketball at a high level. Two very good teams competing to win the conference championship. So I think whoever comes out and executes their offense and defensive schemes to the level that can put them in situations to succeed will advance this weekend.
Game 1, especially in a 3-game series, always incredibly important. What will it take for y'all to get Game 1 here tonight?
Yeah, we got to play with that same energy that we played with last week against a good Enid team. Have a good start, really get out and get to the shooters while still staying down and staying in front and limiting their paint touches, challenging everything that they do and every shot they take, and then finish with the rebound because they will all crash the glass. I think on the other end, we have to get out and pressure the rim both in transition and in the half court, generate those paint touches for ourselves and play inside out, and yet for us to go to the glass and finish the possessions. If we do those things, I think we have a chance to be successful.
All right, Coach, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
That was Potawatomi Fire head coach Mark Danoff. You can hear Coach Danoff and I talk more in depth about the Fire and TBL every Wednesday night during the Coach's Corner. As I said, Coach's Corners air on Wednesday night. You can find them on the Potawatomi Fire Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can also catch an audio-only version on the Fire's radio partner, 100.9 FM, 1450 AM, KGFF. I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I will break down this Game 1 matchup between the Potawatomi Fire and the Logansport Iron Horses. This is Potawatomi Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Citizen Potawatomi Nation. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Citizens Potawatomi Nation welcomes you to Fire Lake Arena in Game 1 of the Midwest Conference Finals between the visiting Logansport Iron Horses and your reigning TBL champion, Potawatomi Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and direct your attention to the screens as we honor America and those that serve at home and abroad with a performance of our national anthem by Cassie Mize from Earlsboro.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes in bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, of the brave.
All anthem singers are sponsored by Emmanuel Episcopal Church, located at 501 North Broadway in Shawnee. Sunday services at 8 and 10:30 with classes for youth and adults at 9:15. Emmanuel Episcopal Church, Holy Friendship, Growth in Christ.
The Fire come into this series after a dominant win in the division finals over the Enid Outlaws. In Game 1, the Fire, they went on the road. They took down Enid 122-98. In that game, the Outlaws, they hung with the Fire for the first half, but in the second half, the Fire's depth and their experience really showed and allowed the Fire to pull away for the easy win in Game 1. Game 2, the Fire, they led essentially from the opening tip, as it was kind of back and forth for roughly the first about 6 minutes of the game. The Fire then were able to go on a run to close out the first quarter, and then from there it was all Fire as they cruised to a 157-89 victory over Enid to win the division series. The 157 points, second most in team history. The 68-point victory was the third largest in team history. It was really a dominant series for the Fire against the Enid Outlaws, and it really showed why this team, why they might have been up and down a bit, at least by their standards in the regular season, why they have to be considered the favorites here in the TBL playoffs. Obviously, the Fire, they've won the last 2 TBL championships. They know what it takes to win, and they showed that in the division finals as they showed what they could do when they execute on both ends of the court. Now, the Fire, they're hosting a Logansport team that is just in their first year in TBL. They've obviously never made it to this point since it is just their inaugural season, but they've really burst onto the scene. Through the first half of the season, Logansport, they were really trying to find their footing, kind of find their way in TBL. In their first 11 games, the Iron Horses were 5-6, but in their last 14 games, which includes all 4 of their playoff games, Logansport's 12-3. So they've really found their footing. They're playing some really good basketball. And in these playoffs, Logansport, they've only played road games, and that has not stopped them or slowed them down really at all. In the division round, the Iron Horses, they took on the St. Louis Griffins. They played all 3 games in St. Louis, and this was after beating Kokomo in a play-in game. They then turned around couple days later, started a 3-game series in St. Louis, and they won 2 out of 3 in St. Louis, which Fire fans out there, y'all know how hard it is to play in St. Louis. The Griffins, 2-time runners-up, obviously losing both of the TBL championships the past couple years to the Fire, but they've been able to beat good teams, especially in St. Louis. And so the fact that Logansport went there, got a pair of wins, and moved on to this division round means that the Fire cannot take this Logansport Iron Horses team, too lightly. This Logansport team is very, very good, and they can definitely make teams pay. Now, the winner of this series, they will go on to play either the Great Falls Electric, a team with a lot of ties to the Potawatomi Fire, or the San Diego Sharks. That series will be next weekend. But again, neither one of these teams can afford to look forward, because we should have a great series for you this weekend as we have the Midwest Conference Finals featuring the 2-time defending champion Potawatomi Fire and the Logansport Iron Horses. I'm going to take another break, and when I come back, I will have your keys to the game. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox, and tonight we have Game 1 of the Midwest Conference Finals between the Potawatomi Fire and the Logansport Iron Horses. This is also not only a matchup of two of the best teams in the Midwest Conference, it's a matchup of two competing styles. And, you know, you look at the Fire, they obviously like to spread things out. They like to be free-flowing. They like to move the ball and play kind of the, you know, for almost lack of a better term, they like to play pretty basketball. They like to really move the ball, get everybody involved, look for the open shot. They really just try to, you know, not turn the ball over too much, not commit too many fouls on the defensive end, play man-to-man, switch things up. And so, I mean, that's what the Fire like to do. But then you look at this Logansport team, they're scrappy, they're physical. They are going to make teams work on both ends of the floor. And so you have those two competing styles between these two teams, and I think that could make for a really fun series here in this one. As we look at Game 1, especially for the Fire, the keys to tonight's game for the Fire, they need to get back in transition and play some really good defense. Logansport, on the offensive end, they really like to get out and run. They like to move up and down. They like to take a lot of shots. They like to maximize the amount of possessions that they have throughout the game. They want to get as many as they possibly can. So the Fire need to make sure that they get back on the defensive end. Part of also playing good defense is rebounding really well on the defensive end. Logansport crashes the glass. They get a lot of offensive rebounds. They're averaging almost 18 a game. The Fire, on the other hand, they're averaging about 17 offensive rebounds per game, but Logansport, one of the better offensive rebounding teams in this league. So the Fire defensively, they need to get back in transition. They need to do well on the defensive glass. Next for the Fire, they need to move the ball and space the floor. As I mentioned, Logansport's physical. They're scrappy. They like to get up in your face. And for the Fire, if they can spread the ball around and kind of get Logansport moving, get those defenders moving and get them off balance. That allows the Fire to execute their offense at a higher level. And then finally tonight, the Fire, they need to use this arena to their advantage. And that's not just for tonight, that's for this whole weekend. The Fire have won 47 straight games here inside Fire Lake Arena. A lot of that is because of the fans and the atmosphere here inside Fire Lake. It's really unlike anything else you see in TBL. And while Logansport's played in some tough locations, I mean, St. Louis has a really good atmosphere. Those fans there, they're loud, they're right on top of you. This building inside Fire Lake, it's big, it's roomy, it's expansive, and it can get very, very loud. And so I want to see the Fire really use this building, use their fans to their advantage, get these fans involved early if you're the Fire, and really try to keep them involved throughout the entire game. So if the Fire can play some good sound defense, move the ball, space the floor on the offensive end, and really just use the crowd, use this arena to their advantage, I think they should have a good chance to take a 1-0 series lead and have an opportunity then to close out the series on Saturday. So with all of that said, I'm now going to turn it over to Fire Lake Arena's public address announcer, Justin Woolard, for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Welcome again, fans, to Fire Lake Arena. Tonight's Game 1 of the Midwest Conference Finals between the Logansport Iron Horses and your reigning back-to-back TBL champion, Potawatomi Fire. And now, Fire fans, let's meet the starting lineup. First for the visiting Logansport Iron Horses. Starting at guard, 6'2", from West Virginia State, Tavon Horton. Also at guard from Cincinnati, 6'1", number 10, Robert Fennessy. At forward, 6'11", from LSU Shreveport, number 11, James Ellis. At forward, 6'4", from Newberry College, number 13, Daniel Parrish. And at guard, 6'5", from Abilene University, number 14, Cameron Estill. The head coach for Logansport, Steve Isaacs. The assistant coach is Steve Isaacs. The head coach is Wayne Casey.
After dispatching their in-state rivals with 2 big wins last week, Fire now find themselves just 6 wins shy of immortality. Now the Fire turn their focus to the north with the Iron Horses stampeding south. These TBL newcomers have trampled their way through the Midwest, but they have not seen a team as stout as the Fire or a home court as blistering as Fire Lake. Tonight, in front of the best fans in TBL, the Fire look to derail the Iron Horses and take Game 1 of the Midwest Conference Finals. It's Fire versus Logansport, live from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's time for Fire Basketball.
Country, let's welcome the Fire Girls and Mo, the Firewolf.
We're going till the world stops.
welcome your Potawatomi Fire. All right, Fire Country, let's meet the team. At forward, 6'5", from Butler Community College. Number 1, KT Baco. At guard, 6'2", from Ohio State. Number 5, Cam Williams. At guard, 6'2", from Ribbon College. Number 6, Jalen Moho. At center, 7'1", from LSU Alexandria. Number 7, Ricky Price Jr. At forward, 6'7", from Louisiana Lafayette. Number 15, Jay Hedgeman. At forward, 6'7", from UCO. Number 23, Isaiah Wade. At center, 6'11", from Western Carolina. Number 42, Charles Lampton. And now the starting lineup. At guard, 6'4", from Harris-Stowe. Number 0, Deshaun Munson. At forward, 6'8", from the University of New Mexico. Number 2, Jakai Simmons. At forward, 6'6", from Wiley College. Number 3, Ricky Artis II. At guard, 6 foot, from Tarleton State. Number 4, Chuck Guy. And at forward, 6'9", from North Greenville. Number 50, Paul Harrison. Team doc for the Fire, Justin Phillips. Athletic trainer, Taylor Williams. Assistant coach, Manny Toney. And the head coach of the Fire in his 3rd season, Mark Danhall.
There you have it, starting lineups for both teams. Logansport Iron Horses wearing their red jerseys with black and white trim, silver numbers. They'll be going left to right to start this game. The Fire in their new white fading to blue playoff jerseys with pinstripes going from blue down to white. And the Fire with those red numbers on the back of their jerseys. They will start this game going left to right. Officials for tonight's game, Dennis Vacha, Garrett Allen, and Moses Owens. Again, we should have a good one for you tonight. It is competing styles of basketball, the free-flowing kind of ball movement, kind of almost more, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, traditional style of basketball with the Fire versus the up and down pace and the physicality on defense by Logansport. 2 competing styles. We'll see how they line up. It will be Jakai Simmons stepping into the center circle to take the opening tip. He'll be going up against James Ellis, giving up some height to Ellis, who's 6'11", about 225 pounds. Waiting for the okay from the officials before we get the go-ahead. Potentially waiting to get the go-ahead here.
Get off your seat and on
Try as we're still waiting on a couple little things here at the scorers table. There are, by the way, 2 other games going on tonight in the TBL playoffs. Raleigh Firebirds, Frederick Flying Cows are set to tip off their series here tonight. That game should be starting any time now. And then you also have the Albany Patroons and the Capital Seahawks, both of those games coming out of the Northeast and the Eastern Conference, and Albany and the Seahawks in the second quarter right now, with Albany up 44-37. Trying to get some last-minute things fixed here, and I think we are been given the go-ahead now. And so the officials check; they're good to go. Official will step into the center circle. Ball is up in the air, and the tip is won by the Fire as Munson immediately hits the deck. Guy with it, down low to Harrison. Harrison goes up, can't get it to go. Rebound, though, grabbed by Simmons. Simmons out to Munson. Munson over to Guy. Chuck, top of the key. He'll pull up. He'll fire a three. Chuck Guy with a fireball to start the Midwest Conference Finals. What a start by Chuck. And Logansport bringing the ball down the floor. It's Finney with it. Finney, far side, guarded by Guy. Finney holding. Has his pass deflected. Goes up top for Ellis. Over near side to Parrish. Parrish guarded by Artis. 6 on the shot clock. Parrish will drive. Parrish gets inside, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound tracked down by Simmons. Over to Guy on the near side. Chuck will bring it up the floor. Chuck picked up right near half court by Finney, and he goes over to Munson, far side. Back up top for Harrison now. He'll fire a straightaway three, and Paul Harrison with a fireball. Munson another assist. Fire leads 6-0. Back down the floor, though, in a hurry. It's Horton with it. Horton up top to Finney. Finney working around a screen, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Finney will pull up, fire a three. Finney's three is up and in. Robert Finney, leading scorer for Logansport, 19 points per game. Munson with it. Munson far side. He's guarded by Estel. Munson gets inside. Munson goes up and under, and Deshaun Munson lays it up and in. It's been a fast start to this game. 10:35 to go in the first quarter. Fire up 8-3. Estel with it. Goes over far side for Parrish. Parrish picked up by Munson. Parrish trying to work around a screen and get inside. Parrish goes up. Can't get the lay-in to go. Harrison was there, I think, with the block. Munson has it. Munson goes over to Artis. Ricky will stop, pop, fire a three. And Ricky Artis, another fireball. 3 threes for the Fire here in this opening frame, and they lead by 8. 11-3 the score. 10-10 to go in the first quarter. Parrish with it. Parrish going inside to Finney. Finney trying to back down Guy. Finney doubled. Finney turns. Finney flips it up, and a tough shot right there by Robert Finney. Able to get it to go. Guy trying to see if he can push it down the floor. Now slows it down and will set up in the half court. Guy will turn around, work around a screen. Has the ball kicked. No whistle. Now we get a whistle. It was a kick ball. And Guy, after the ball was kicked, just kind of stopped waiting for the whistle. It never blew, and then finally he got the whistle. 14 on the shot clock, 9:49 on the game clock. Fire lead 11-5. Guy with it. Guy will float it into Harrison down low on the block on the far side. Harrison will spin baseline. Harrison tries to get position down low, goes up with it, and Paul lays it up and plays it in. Finney will bring it up the floor. Finney working around a screen. Finney trying to find somewhere to go with it. Goes over far wing to Parrish. Parrish down low now for Estel. Estel guarded by Artis. Estel trying to get it inside, has it poked away, gets it back. Goes over now to Horton. Horton back to Estel. Estel's three is up off the glass and in. So Cam Estel finding the shot off the glass. 13-8, Fire lead by 5. Munson with it. Munson trying to drive. Munson cut off, gets inside, lays it up, can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound grabbed by, that was Ellis. Down the floor quickly, it's Horton. He'll fire a three. That one's short. Rebound is grabbed by Artis. He goes to Guy. And Chuck will bring it up the floor. Guy with it. Guy trying to float it down low for Harrison. Harrison gets it. Harrison working on Parrish, and that was Ellis, and Ellis will be called for the foul as Paul will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 11, James Ellis, his first, team's first. 8:36 to go here in the first quarter. Fire lead by 5, 13-8. Harrison will go to the line to shoot 2. Paul, throughout the regular season, or up to this point, I should say, in the season, including the playoffs, 59.4% from the free throw line. He's been good, though, in this postseason as he knocks down the first there. Paul came into this game 83.3% from the line this postseason. Like I said, made the first. Second free throw is up. Knocks the second one down as well. So Paul makes both. 15-8 the score. Here's Finney. Finney back down in a hurry to Horton, far side. Back up top to Finney. Finney will pull up, fire a three. That one's short. Rebound grab by Guy. Guy out quickly to Munson. Munson lays it up and lays it in. Chuck Guy with the assist and a timeout taken by Logansport. Fire lead by 9, 17-8 the score. 8:21 remaining here in the first quarter. I'm going to take a timeout. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Our first quarter is brought to you by Grand Casino Hotel and Resort. Just a short drive west of Shawnee on I-40. Grand Casino features over 125,000 square feet of gaming space, full with over 2,000 Vegas-style slots, as well as a luxury 14-story hotel tower and great dining selections. Try their in-house craft beer, or don't miss Lydia in concert on June 20th. Visit GrandResortOK.com. Orthodontic specialist of Oklahoma Shawnee office, or OSO Shawnee, offers a wide range of orthodontic treatments. See them on North Harrison and Shawnee.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. If you want to catch up on all the action that you missed, be sure to sign up for the TBL TV League Pass. For $99.99, you'll be able to follow your favorite teams, watch games live, or replay them at any time. Join our team and watch yours at tbltv.tv. It's been a great start to this game for the Potawatomi Fire. They are 6 of 8 shooting from the field, 75% a perfect, 3 of 3 from behind the three-point line. Fire have done a great job as well on the defensive end, holding Logansport to just 3 of 7 shooting. As the Fire right now, like I said, lead by 9, 17-8 the score. Paul Harrison leading the way, 7 points here in this one. Deshaun Munson, 4 points, 3 assists. Chuck Guy, 3 points, an assist, and a rebound as well. Back to action, it will be Logansport basketball, and it will be Daniel Parrish bringing the ball up the floor. Logansport, by the way, only 8 players on their roster active for this one, so it'll be interesting to see how they sub and how many minutes these starters will play. It's Finnessy with it, top of the key, working around a screen. Finnessy goes over to Ellis. Ellis will spot up and fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound skied for, grabbed by Simmons. Good strong rebound there by Jakai, and he gets it over to Guy, who walks it up the floor. Chuck goes over near side for Artis. Ricky back over to Guy. Guy going inside to Munson. Munson will put it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Too strong. Got his own rebound. Munson just backing his way down, throws it up, and is able to get the shot to fall. Munson right there just with a little bit of heart, hustle, and strength to get that shot to fall. Ellis with it up top. Ellis almost had it knocked away. Now he'll drive inside. He'll go up, go off the glass. No good. Rebound deflected out of bounds. And it's going to be Logansport basketball. I thought it went off of a Logansport player. They're saying Munson right now was the last to touch it. Now a couple of officials will get together. And they will reverse the call. It will be Fire basketball.
Out of bounds, touch by Iron Horses.
So Logansport can't get another shot to fall. Fire will bring it up the floor, and it's Harrison with it. Harrison goes over to Artis. Up top for Guy to Munson. Munson to Artis to Harrison. Harrison on the wing, and he stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds, possession to Logansport.
Harrison, I don't think agrees with that, but apparently he stepped out of bounds, and it will be Logansport basketball. Parrish bringing it up the floor. Across half court. Parrish working over to the far side. Parrish picked up by Artis. Goes over to Horton. Horton near side. Horton dancing around. Horton trying to get inside. He does. Horton will lay it up, and Horton will lay it in. Inbound pass goes to Guy, and he'll go right back to Munson, and Munson will bring it up the floor. Fire lead is 9, 19-10 the score. They've led by as many as 11. It's Munson with it. Munson up top for Harrison. Munson to Artis. Artis trying to get inside. Artis will flip it up. Can't get it to go. Ricky fighting for the rebound. Has it knocked away out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball. Guy to inbound on the baseline. Fire begging for a defensive 3-second violation on that last possession. It's Harrison with it, trying to back down Ellis. Harrison using his size. And now we have a 3-second violation on Logansport. So a defensive 3-second called on Logansport. Guy will go to the line to shoot the technical. Free throw by Chuck is up and good. Guy to inbound on the baseline, or on the sideline now. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Fire lead is 10, 20-10 the score. Guy floating it inside, trying to get it to Harrison. Harrison cannot handle the pass. It was initially deflected by Ellis, and then as Paul tried to catch the ball off the deflection, he ended up knocking it out of bounds. It will stay with Logansport. Ball rolls over by the bar here inside Fire Lake Arena. So a little delay to get things back going again. And now we're good to go as Parrish will inbound, and Finney will bring it up the court. Finney 3 double-doubles this season for Logansport, leading scorer at 19 a game. Estill with it, guarded by Artis. Goes back up top to Finney. Finney will pull up. Finney will fire a 3. That one's short. Rebound grab by Harrison. Out to Guy. Guy got smacked on the arm. No whistle. And now Chuck will just try to turn the corner and see what he can do. Guy will drive inside. Guy will go up. Float it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound batted around. And it will be picked up by Estill. Estill to Horton. Horton back to Estill. Estill can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Harrison. Out to Guy. Fire with some numbers. Guy will float it up to Munson. Munson lays it up. Can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound grab by Ellis. Ellis pushing. Ellis over to Parrish. Parrish inside back to Ellis, and Ellis is fouled by Harrison, and that will send James Ellis to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on Harrison is his first. James Ellis at the line, shooting 2. 63% free throw shooter up to this point in the season. Free throw by Ellis is up and in. A couple subs coming into the game. One for the Fire. It's KT Bachem, as Munson will take a seat. And checking in for Logansport, number 1, Joe Rush. Jay Hedgeman also checking into the game for the Fire, as Paul Harrison takes a seat. So the Fire going with a smaller lineup here with Hedgeman at the 5. Ellis at the line, shooting 1 more. Free throw is up, and that one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Bachem. Bachem will hand off to Guy. Chuck working around the screen, goes to Bachem. Bachem near side looking to attack. Bachem gets inside. Bachem goes up. It's blocked by Estill. Right back to Bachem, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 14, Cameron Estill. That is his first. 5:25 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Fire lead is 9, 20-11 the score.
Foul number 11.
First free throw for Bachem is up and good.
Second personal, team foul number 2.
Well, the PA announcer just announced the foul on James Ellis, but I thought they announced it on 14, or excuse me, on 14, Cameron Estill.
Correction, last foul on the Iron Horses, number 14.
Yeah, the foul is on number 14, Cameron Estill. That's his first, team second. Bachem at the line shooting 1 more. Second free throw by Bachem is up, and that one rolls in. So KT splits the 2 free throws. Fire lead by 10, 21-11 the score. It's Rush with it, near side. Rush dancing around trying to get inside. Rush cut off. Rush underneath, has the pass deflected, stolen by Guy. Guy bringing it up the floor. Guy across half court. He's working on Finney. Guy almost lost it. Gets it back. Works around the screen. Chuck will float it up for Bachem. Bachem comes down with it. Pumps. Will flip it up. And KT Bachem able to get it to go. Fire lead is 12. 23-11. It's Rush with it. Guarded by Bachem. Rush trying to get inside. He does. And he'll lay it up and lay it in. Rush just gave Bachem a little shoulder move. And it gave him some space. And he was able to fly to the rim. Now here's Hedgeman attacking. Hedgeman will flip it up, and Jay Hedgeman can't get it to go, but he got his own rebound. Hedgeman back up with it, no good. Bachem with the putback, again, no good. And finally a rebound picked up by Logansport. Well, maybe, as Estill comes up with it. Fire had 3 opportunities right there and could not get any of them to fall. Estill moving in a hurry. Estill goes up. Estill can't finish at the rim. Got his own board, puts it back up, no good. Again got it back, and again no good. And now Hedgeman comes down with the rebound for the Fire. Artis looking to push the tempo near side. Artis will attack. Artis goes inside, lays it up, and Ricky Artis with the lay-in. Fire extending the lead out even further now. 27-13 is the score. 25-13, excuse me, is the score. It's Rush with it. Up top for Ellis. Ellis will pull up. He'll just fire a 3. Ellis' 3 no good. Rebound grab by Artis. Ricky trying to push, and Ricky is fouled. As that foul is on number 1, Joe Rush.
His first personal.
That's his first, team's third. 3:49 to go here in this first quarter. Ernest Carter will check into the game for the Iron Horses. Artist to inbound. Officials trying to wait and get things set up. They need to reset the shot clock to 24. Now they get it set. Guy with it. Picked up in the backcourt by Fennessy. Guy now picked up by Carter. Guy working around a couple of screens. Chuck up top for Bockham. Bockham down low for Hedgeman. Hedgeman goes up, and Hedgeman is fouled, as Robert Fennessy will be called for the foul. That'll be his first, team's fourth. Hedgeman will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Sport foul number 10, Rob Fennessy, his first personal. Team foul number 4.
Hedgeman up to this point in the season, just under 66% shooting, from the free throw line. As Hedgeman waiting to get the ball from the official. 3:34 to go here in this first quarter of play. First free throw for Hedgeman is up and good. Second free throw upcoming now for Hedgeman. And Hedgeman's second free throw is up. And Hedgeman knocks that one down as well. Hedgeman now 11 of 11 from free throw line here in the postseason. It's Fennessy with it. Crossing half court, and he's met by Guy. Goes over to Horton, who will pull up, fire the mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound grab by Guy. Chuck will float it over to Bockham, near side. Bockham trying to find somewhere to go with it. And he'll just go to work on rush by himself. And now Bockham down low to Hedgeman. Hedgeman with the smaller Carter on him. Hedgeman just bullies his way inside, lays it up and lays it in. Fennessy back down the floor in a hurry. Fennessy trapped right near half court. And he has to call a timeout. As Logansport calls a timeout, 2:59 to go here in this first quarter of play. Fire lead by 16, 29-13 the score. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
All right, fans, welcome back to the court, the Fire Girls.
Bringing the noise, ooh baby, we bringing up toys. Separate men from the boys. Chop up these singers should be on the voice.
Welcome back here inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Potawatomi Fire Girls on the floor right now. The Fire Girls were the best dance team in TBL in 2022. Past couple of years, they were named the best dance team in the Central Conference. Fire right now up big. They lead by 16, 29-13 is the score. If you're trying to find live stats on TBL, live stats right now not working. We are trying to get that fixed here as quickly as possible. I will try to keep you updated with stats as much as I possibly can. But again, Fire right now leading by 16 as Isaiah Wade will check into the game for the Fire here at this break. Again, the Fire with a lot more depth than Logansport. Logansport coming in with just 8 players active for at least tonight's game. We'll see if that changes by the time Saturday rolls around for game 2. But right now, just 8 guys, and 7 of them already have played. As the Fire lead by 16, 29-13 the score. 2:59 to go here in the third quarter. In the first quarter. Fire have really just done a good job flexing their muscles, using their size to their advantage, using their depth to their advantage. Logansport, they're showing some heart. They're really playing well. They're playing it strong, and I mean, they're playing some good basketball. They've knocked down some tough shots. Robert Fennessy, a really good point guard. Right now, the Fire, though, just really proving to be a bit too much. As we look at some of the other scores here in TBL, right now at halftime, Albany leading the Capital Seahawks by a score of 48-39. Patroons trying to get game one of that series. And then the series between the Raleigh Firebirds and the Frederick Flying Cows, I don't know if they're having issues with their TBL stats, but that game has not started yet, and I believe it should have at this point. The other series that will be of note to Fire fans here in this one is actually the Raleigh series with Frederick, won't start until tomorrow, is the Great Falls San Diego series, and that series will begin tomorrow with game one. Carter to inbound as Wade has checked into the game for the Fire. It's Rush with the top of the key. Rush will work around a screen. He'll pull up. He'll fire an off-balance three, and Joe Rush knocking down the off-balance three. Guy will bring it up the floor. Fire lead by 13, 29-16 the score. Chuck with it. Chuck going over to Bockham. Back up Tom to Chuck. Chuck over to Bockham. Bockham back to Guy. Guy top of the key. Floats it inside to Hedgeman. Hedgeman one dribble. Will flip it up and flip it in. So Chuck Guy with the assist. Fire lead by 15, 31-16 the score. Here's Rush trying to get inside. Has it poked away. Stolen by Guy. Out to Simmons. Simmons will front with a fast break. And Simmons throws down the slam and puts Estel on a poster. Oh my! As we have a whistle as well. Yeah, they're counting the bucket. I don't know what the delay was for. But the Fire lead 33-16 after that poster by Ja'Kai Simmons. Fennessy with it, top of the key. Fennessy working on Guy, trying to back Chuck down at the free throw line, gets to Carter. Carter, baseline will work on Hedgeman, gets inside, flips it up, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound deflected, grabbed by Hedgeman over to Guy. Guy will slow it down, and now he'll flip it over to Bockham. Bockham will bring it up the floor on the near side. Bockham, near wing, up top to Guy to set up the offense. Guy over to Wade. Wade on the wing will fire a three, and Isaiah's three is off the mark. Too strong. Rebound grabbed by Estel, and a foul called on Ja'Kai Simmons on the offensive rebound attempt.
Foul number 2, Ja'Kai Simmons. His first personal, first in the last 2 minutes.
First foul on Simmons. Just the second team foul, but it is the first in the last 2 minutes on the Fire. And now Rush will bring the ball up the floor. Rush across half court, 1.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Rush between the legs, kicks it over to Fennessy. Fennessy on the wing, and that's going to be a traveling violation, as Fennessy will get called for the travel. He was arguing that he never had control of the basketball and that he was bobbling it. The official's not buying that one. Fennessy and Guy having some friendly banter here in this one. Simmons with it inside to Bockham. Bockham will turn around, put up the jumper. That one way off the mark. Rebound grab by Ernest Carter out to Fennessy. Fennessy will stop, hang, kick it into the corner for Rush. He'll fire a corner three, no good. Rebound grab by Bockham. Bockham over to Guy. Chuck will lob it up to Simmons, and Simmons throws down the slam. Oh my, Ja'Kai with the alley-oop, and the Fire lead by 19 with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Fennessy top of the key, working on Guy. Fennessy trying to cross over Guy, gets to the elbow, puts up the jumper off the mark. Rebound grab by Hedgeman. Hedgeman has it swatted away. Last touch by Carter. And Logansport, it will be Fire basketball. Guy with it. He'll bring it up the floor. Chuck near side, guarded by Fennessy. 40 seconds to go. Guy will work around a screen. Bounces it inside to Hedgeman. Hedgeman goes up, and Hedgeman is going to be fouled. They will call that foul on number 3, Ernest Carter. That foul on Carter will be his first. Team's 5th, as the Fire are now in the bonus. With 36.6 seconds to go. Doubt it will matter here in this first quarter. Hedgeman at the line. First free throw for Hedgeman off the back of the rim, no good. First miss in this postseason by Hedgeman from the free throw line. Second free throw upcoming now for Hedgeman. And Hedgeman, second free throw in and out, no good. Rebound though grabbed by Wade. His putback no good. Rebound still being fought for. Carter able to come up with it. Carter will look to push the tempo. Carter has it poked away from behind, stolen by Guy. Guy trapped in the backcourt, splits the defense. Finds Simmons in the corner. Simmons to Guy. Guy has it poked away. It's on the floor. It's picked up by Hedgeman, and Hedgeman will attack, and Hedgeman lays it up too strong. Rebound grab by Wade. Wade back inside to Hedgeman. Hedgeman lost it. Bockham comes up with it. Bockham finds Simmons. Simmons will back it out with 5. Out to Guy. Chuck will pull up, fire a 3. No good. Rebound tipped around, out of bounds, and that will be the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1, the Fire lead by 19. 35-16 the score. I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'll have the second quarter for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the court, the Fire Girls.
Welcome back here inside Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. You can stay up to date on all the latest news, signings, scores, and more by following the Basketball League on social media. And for more details on the league, visit thebasketballleague.net. At the end of 1, the Fire lead the Logansport Iron Horses 34-17. After that first media timeout, it started to get a little bit sloppy. The Fire, though, still playing some really good basketball, shooting just under 45% from the field. They're 13 of 29, 3 of 6 from behind the three-point line. Paul Harrison leading the way with 7 points, but everybody who has played outside of Isaiah Wade, who got in for the last about 3 minutes of that first quarter, has scored. Harrison, like I said, leading the way with 7 points. Munson with 6. Hedgeman with 6 points off the bench, 5 rebounds as well for Jay Hedgeman. You have Ricky Artis with 5 points, KT Bockham, Ja'Kai Simmons and Chuck Guy each with 4. Chuck also 3 assists, a steal, a couple of rebounds. I mean, the Fire have really just played some outstanding basketball here in this one. They've done a lot of work in the paint, 18 points in the painted area for the Fire. They're 5 of 9 from the free throw line. So really just an all-around outstanding first quarter of basketball for the Fire as they look to take game 1 of this best of 3 series. Again, all 3 games in this best of 3 series will be played here inside Fire Lake Arena due to an issue with the home court for the Logansport Iron Horses. So all 3 games will be played here. Game 1 obviously tonight. Game 2 will be on Saturday here inside Fire Lake Arena. Again, a 7 o'clock tip. Doors will open at 6 o'clock. You can get tickets at PottawatomiFire.com/tickets or by calling the Fire Lake Arena box office. And then Game 3, if necessary, will be on Sunday at 7 p.m. As we get set to start this second quarter, on the floor for the Fire, Chuck Guy, KT Bockham, Jay Hedgeman, Isaiah Wade, Ja'Kai Simmons. For the Iron Horses, it is Tavon Horton, Cameron Estel, Joe Rush, Daniel Parrish, and Ernest Carter. Still have yet to see Tyreek Perry for Logansport. He's the only player so far that has not played for the Iron Horses. It's Carter with it, up top for Estel. Estel top of the key, guarded by Wade. Goes over now to Parrish. Parrish far wing, working around the screen. Cut off and now picked up by Hedgeman. Parrish will try to get inside. Parrish has it poked away. Stolen by Wade. Guy with it. Guy inside to Wade. Wade will spin baseline. Wade dumps it down low for Bockham, and Bockham throws down the slam. A nice find by Wade and a good flush by KT Bockham. Fire lead is 21, 37-16 the score, 11:22 to go here in this second quarter. Rush with it. Rush working to the far side. Rush will pull up. He'll fire a contested 3. Wow, Joe Rush. That's a tough shot right there. KT Bockham and Isaiah Wade were right in his face, and he knocked it down. Hedgeman with it. Hedgeman looking to attack. Hedgeman trying to get inside. Does somehow, and he flips it up and flips it in. Jay Hedgeman just too strong on that drive.
Foul on number 13, Daniel Parrish.
Foul on number 13, Daniel Parrish. That is his first. teams first of this second quarter. Hedgeman at the line, shooting 2.
Jay Hedgeman at the line, shooting 2.
Hedge was 2 of 4 from the free throw line in that first quarter.
Correction, 1 shot.
And they do actually make a correction, as I need to as well. 1 shot coming up for Jay Hedgeman. He didn't make the basket, so Fire lead right now is 20, 39-19. Hedgeman at the line shooting 1. And we will now see Tyreek Perry into the game for Logansport. Trying to get a little more size in there with Perry, who's 6'7", as Ernest Carter goes to the bench. Free throw by Hedgeman is up and good. So Hedgeman gets the free throw to go. Fire lead by 21, 40-19 with just under 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It's Horton with it. Horton trying to get inside. Horton does. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound grab by Hedgeman. Hedgeman floats it over to Guy on the near side. Guy to Bockham, top of the key. KT will drive. KT flips it up, and KT Bockham able to get it to go. 6 for KT here in this one as the Fire lead. 42-19. Here's a 3 by Rush. That one way off the mark. Rebound grab by Guy. Guy a long outlet pass trying to get it to KT. And that pass is going to be deflected, stolen by Rush. Over to Horton. Horton will fire a 3. Horton's 3 is off the mark. Tip in by Perry, no good. Rebound grab by Hedgeman. Ball on the ground. Nobody able to come up with it. Still on the ground, and it's finally controlled by Guy. Chuck pushing the tempo to Simmons. And Simmons throws down another slam. Timeout taken by Logansport. 10:08 to go here in the second quarter, and the Fire just handing it to Logansport right now. Up 44-19. 10:08 to go here in the second quarter. This is Fire Basketball on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Saturday, July 12th, Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee presents a summer concert blockbuster.
Smell of whiskey burning down Copperhead Road.
The Oklahoma return of Steve Earle, plus special guest Reckless Kelly. Don't miss Oklahoma's own the Mike McClure duo, Crow and Gazelle. Saturday, July 12th. The doors open at 7. The show starts at 8. Tickets available at FireLakeArena.com. Saturday, July 12th, Fire Lake Arena on Hardesty Road in Shawnee.
If I was a flower grown wild and free, all I wanted to be my sweet and bee. And if I was a tree grown tall and green, all I wanted to shade me and be my leaves. If you were a wing, I'd be a nod. If you were a seed, well, I'd be a pod. If you were a floor, I'd want to be a rug. And if you were a kiss, I know I'd be a hug.
Are you ready to elevate your business with a new technology partner? Vive provides lightning-fast fiber internet up to 10 gigs, along with powerful technology solutions that enhance your security, productivity, and efficiency. Our dedicated team of business consultants will identify your business needs and recommend solutions to address your challenges. Don't wait. Claim your free technology evaluation today. Visit business.vivebroadband.com and discover why Vive is the premier choice for your business success.
Updated. When I get stat printouts, I will make sure to pass along any important information. But right now, the important thing to know, Fire up big, 44-19, 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It's Horton with it. Horton has it knocked away, but Perry's able to come down with it. Perry trying to go inside. He has it knocked away, gets it right back though. Perry will spin. Perry got away with the travel there, no whistle. Shot no good, rebound grab by Hedgeman, out to Guy. Chuck with it. Chuck will float it up, trying to get it to Wade. Wade couldn't handle it, but there's Bockham with the lay-in. It's Rush with it. Rush has it poked away. Guy comes up with the steal. Guy can't come up with the steal as he's out of bounds, and now it looks like Joe Rush might be hurt as he's down on the ground, and he's holding that right knee of his. Fire trainer Taylor Williams up off the bench, seeing if she needs to go check in and help him out. But Rush is going to stay in the game. James Ellis checking in for Logansport. Parrish will bring it up the floor. Parrish guarded by Guy, top of the key. Goes to Estel. Estel will fire a 3. Estel's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Hedgeman. Hedgeman will bring it up the floor. Hedgeman will attack Ellis. Hedgeman gets inside. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound grab by Wade. Wade will get inside. Wade will put it up. A lot of contact, no whistle. Wade, though, with his own rebound out to Simmons. He'll fire a three. And Ja'Kai Simmons with the fireball. He's having a big game here in this one. It's Estill with it, or correction, that's Parrish with it, and Parrish is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Basket by Parrish was good.
Foul is on number 15, Jay Hedgeman. They actually do count the basket, so it will be one shot upcoming for Daniel Parrish as Paul Harrison and Ricky Artis check into the game for the Fire. Ja'Kai Simmons, Jay Hedgeman will take a seat. 49-21 the score. Estill with it. Or excuse me, that's Parrish with it to shoot the free throw, and his free throw is no good. Rebound is grabbed by Wade. Out to Guy. Chuck floats it over to Harrison. Harrison, near wing, goes to Artis. Ricky will try to spin. Ricky will get inside, hang, go off the glass, and Ricky Artis able to get it to go. Parrish bringing it up the floor. Parrish working around the screen, trapped. He's guarded by Wade. Parrish working around another screen, trying to go inside to Estill. Deflected, out of bounds. It will be Logansport basketball. Parrish inbounding. Parrish to Ellis. Ellis up top for Estill. Estill will pull up, fire the mid-range jumper, and Estill's jumper up and in. Tough shot by Estill. Isaiah Wade can only just kind of shake his head. Harrison with it. Over to Wade in the corner. Wade will just spot up, fire a wide open 3, and that 3 off the mark. And we have an offensive foul, a loose ball foul, I should say, on KT Bockham, as he's going to get called for the push.
KT Bockham, his first personal.
Foul on Bockham is his first. 8:10 to go here in the second quarter. Fire lead 51-23, a 28-point lead by the Fire. Parrish with it. Parrish, top of the key, goes to Finnessy, who's back in the game. Finnessy has it poked away, gets it back. Goes back over now to Estill. Estill with 5 on the shot clock. Estill will pull up, fire the mid-range jumper. That one no good. Rebound skied for and grabbed by Guy. Chuck bringing it up the floor. Chuck guarded by Parrish. Guy taking up his dribble kind of in an odd spot, having to float it into Bockham. Pass deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Fire. 7:32 to go here in the second quarter. 9 seconds on the shot clock as Deshaun Munson checks into the game for the Fire. KT Bockham will take a seat. So it's Wade, Artis, Munson, Harrison, and Guy. Chuck to inbound. Chuck will float it into Harrison. Paul will try to go to work on Ellis. Paul just backing Ellis down. Paul goes up, has it blocked by Ellis and out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball. Only 2 seconds, though, on the shot clock. Guy to inbound. Guy trying to find somewhere to go with it. Goes inside for Ricky. Ricky goes up and has it knocked away and grabbed by Ellis. Ellis goes out to Finnessy. Finnessy near side, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Inside for Estill. Estill backing down Munson. Estill will turn around, put up the shot, no good. Rebound grab by Harrison. Out to Artis, and Ricky will bring it down the floor. Ricky will look to push the tempo now. Ricky gets inside, goes up with it, and Ricky Artis able to lay it up and lay it in. Parrish bringing it up the floor. Parrish inside to Ellis. Ellis will attack. Ellis goes up, and Ellis has it knocked away by Isaiah Wade. They will stay with Logansport with 17 on the shot clock, 6:53 on the game clock. Finnessy to inbound. Finnessy. Long inbound pass gets to Ellis. Ellis guarded by Harrison. Ellis back to Finnessy. Finnessy trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Parrish. Parrish will back it out as he's guarded by Munson. Parrish will look to attack Munson. Parrish gets inside. Parrish fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on number 0, Deshaun Munson. That'll be his first. Team's third.
First personal, team foul number 3.
Parrish will shoot 2.
Daniel Parrish at the line.
First free throw for Parrish is up, and it's good. One more free throw upcoming for Parrish. There's the second free throw up. And that one no good. Rebound is grabbed by Harrison. Out to Guy. Guy will float it over to Artis. Ricky down low for Munson. Munson will spin baseline. Munson will go up and under. And Deshaun Munson score the basket and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more. As number 14, Cameron Estill, will be called for the foul. That is his second personal.
Logansport foul number 14.
Logansport will need to be very disciplined on the defensive end with just 8 active players. Can't really afford to get anybody into foul trouble. So far, they have been. They have been good on the defensive end. Munson does make the free throw. Fire lead is up to 32, 56-24. Parrish with it.
Move it!
Parrish
Move the ball!
trying to find somewhere to go with it. Goes to Ellis at the free throw line. Out to Horton. Horton working around a screen. Actually, excuse me, that's Rush with it, who works around the screen. Goes to Finnessy. Finnessy will pull up, fire a long three. That one's short. Ball goes out of bounds and will be Fire basketball. 6:08 to go here in the second quarter. Fire lead by 32, 56-24 the score. Guy bringing it up the floor with 6:05 to go here in the second quarter. Guy goes to Munson. Munson. As we have a 3-second violation called on Logansport once again. So a 3-second violation called on Logansport. And Guy will go to the line to shoot the technical free throw. Chuck's free throw is up, and he's able to rattle that one in. Kind of gave a little look at the rim right there, too, after knocking that one down. Chuck extends the Fire lead out to 33, 57-24 the score. Guy to inbound, he gets it into Harrison, right back to Guy. Far side to Munson. Munson will drive baseline. Munson will go up and under. Munson can't get it to go. Looking for a whistle, no whistle. There's Wade, though, with the steal. Out to Guy on the wing. Chuck guarded by Finnessy. Goes to Harrison. Harrison catch and shoot three. Paul Harrison rattles in the Fireball. Chuck Guy with the assist. And the Fire lead 60-24 over Logansport. Finnessy with it. Finnessy trying to find somewhere to go with it. Finnessy just throws it away as it's stolen by Munson. Out to a streaking Artis. Ricky will lay it up, and Ricky Artis lays it in. 62-24 the score. The Fire pouring it on here inside Fire Lake as they lead by 38. Here is Horton with it. Horton to Estill. Estill's little elbow jumper, no good. Rebound deflected out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball.
Into the Fire, number 5.
Cam Williams into the game for the Fire. As Ricky Artis will take a breather. And Williams inbounds to Harrison. And Harrison walks it across half court, now goes back to Williams. Cam over to Munson on the far side. Munson with 15 on the shot clock. Munson will work around a screen. Munson just weaving his way inside. Getting inside, laying it up, can't get it to go. His tip in though, up and in. So Munson missed the initial shot, got the offensive board and put back, and the Fire now lead by 40. Oh my. Finnessy with it. Up top for Ellis. Ellis guarded by Harrison. The Fire just daring Ellis to shoot the three. Instead, he tries to get inside, couldn't get the shot to fall. Rebound grab by Williams. Out to Munson. Munson back over to Cam, who will fake the shot. Now pull up from the free throw line, and Cam's jumper no good. Rebound, though, grabbed by Wade. Wade out to Guy. Chuck. Guarded by Horton. Guy with 5 on the shot clock. He'll try to drive. Guy, cut off. Chuck needs to just turn around, put up a shot. He does, and he drills the fadeaway baseline jumper. Chuck Guy knocking down one of the toughest shots you'll see on the night. as the Fire now lead by 42, 66-24 the score. Here's Horton with it, a high arcing shot. That one no good. Rebound grab by Guy out to Munson. Munson will go. Munson will take it, lay it up, and Deshaun Munson lays it in. Fire up by 44, 68-24. Wow, 3:33 to go here in the second quarter. It's Fennessy with it. Fennessy on the wing, goes over now to Horton. Horton will fire a three. That three way off the mark. Rebound deflected, grabbed by Parrish, and his little putback is up and in. 68-26 the score. Guy has it. Chuck cross court to Wade, into the corner for Williams. Cam will pull up, he'll fire a three, and Cam Williams with the fireball. The Fire with 70 points here in this opening frame, or in this opening half, and there's still 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Fennessy up top for Parrish. Over to Estill. Into the corner now for Horton. His three no good. Rebound grab by Harrison. Out to Wade. Wade will push. Wade will get inside. Flips it up off the glass. Can't get it to go, but his tip in is up and in. 73-26. The Fire up by 47. Here with 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Oh my goodness. Fennessy dancing, gets inside. Fennessy will lay it up, and it's blocked by Harrison. 2:23 to go here in the second quarter. Fire leads 73-26. We will take a media timeout as it is just raining fire here inside Fire Lake Arena in this one. This is Fire Basketball on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
The Oklahoma return of Steve Earle, plus special guest Reckless Kelly. Don't miss Oklahoma's own, the Mike McClure duo, Crowan.
All right, Fire fans, you know what time it is. Time for the Fire Fan Cam, brought to you by Jennifer Stevenson, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, and Benchmark Realty.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. 2:23 to go here in the second quarter. And the Fire are up 71-24 over the Logansport Iron Horses. Just an absolutely outstanding game so far for the Fire. 29 of 55 shooting from the field. That's over 52% from the field. They're 6 of 10 from behind the three-point line. And the Fire 7 of 11 from the free throw line. And really the Fire have just been dominating every aspect of the game. 46 rebounds already for the Fire, including 17 on the offensive end. I mean, the Fire just absolutely dominating this game with 2:23 to go here in the second quarter. Up 73-26 actually as we get back to action. Fennessy on the inbound. He gets it into the corner for Horton. Horton will drive baseline. Horton lost it. And Guy, as he knocked it away, or he will also be called for the foul. That foul on Chuck will be his first. Team's fourth. As Rush will inbound. Inbound pass goes to Fennessy. Fennessy top of the key, guarded by Wade. Fennessy trapped, has it knocked away, stolen by Guy. Out to Wade. Wade will just take it all the way himself, lay it up, can't get it to go. Munson's tip in, no good. Rebound grab by Rush. Rush out to Fennessy. Fennessy will stop, fire a three. Fennessy's three from the wing is up and in. Williams will bring it up the floor. Williams goes over to Munson. Munson, far wing, looking inside, gets to Harrison. Up to Munson. Munson will try to get inside. Munson goes up and score the basket. Deshaun Munson and the foul. He'll go to the line for a three-point play. As number 3, Ernest Carter will be called for the foul. That will be his second.
Ernest Carter, second personal. First to the last 2 minutes.
Munson at the line shooting one.
One shot.
Free throw for Munson, up and in. 76-29 the score. It's a 47-point lead for the Fire. Here's Horton, his baseline jumper up and good. Or excuse me, that was Joe Rush with the baseline jumper for Logansport. Guy has it, goes over to Williams. Cam left open, so he'll fire a three, and Cam's three is off the mark. Rebound grab by Fennessy. Fennessy goes up to Carter. Carter goes inside. Carter is fouled. And that foul will be on Cam Williams. Foul on Williams is his first.
Cam Williams, his first personal.
And that will send Ernest Carter to the line to shoot 2. Carter on the season, just a 32% free throw shooter.
Ernest Carter at the line.
Free throw by Carter is up and good. Second free throw upcoming now for Carter. Free throw for Carter is up and in. Munson has it. Munson goes over to Guy. Guy to Harrison. Harrison will work inside. Harrison will go up, and Harrison will lay it up and lay it in. Guy with the assist. And now here is Estel. Estel will stop. Estel trying to get some space. Will float it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound deflected. Grab by Wade. Out to Guy. Fire with numbers. Over to Williams. Williams in the corner. Will spot up. Fire a three. That one off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Rush. Rush will look to push. Rush falls. Able to get it to Estel in the corner. Out now to Horton. Horton will fire a three. Horton's three is off the mark. And we have a loose ball foul on number 1, Joe Rush. That'll be the second foul on Rush. It will be Fire basketball. They lead 78-33, 55-point lead by the Fire. Just an absolutely outstanding first half for the Fire. With 27.6 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Wade will hand it off to Guy. And Guy will set up the offense. About 3 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Munson has it. Back over to Guy. To Wade. Wade will try to work his way inside. Wade will pump a couple of times, go down low to Harrison. Harrison will fade away. Harrison's fadeaway jumper is no good. Rebound grabbed by Fennessy. Fennessy will stop, lost it. Chuck will flip it up at the buzzer, and that will do it for the first half. At the end of the first half, the Fire up big. 78-33 the score. Just an outstanding first half for the Potawatomi Fire as they just played maybe the best first half of basketball that I have seen in a long time. I'm now joined by Fire assistant coach Manny Toney. And Manny, oh my goodness, 78-33 for your Fire. What a first half.
Oh yeah, our boys are playing really well. A lot of things are flowing. We're on the offensive and defensive glass. I don't really have many complaints.
I mean, how can you have any complaints when you're up by 55 points? I mean, you knew Logansport coming into this game was going to be scrappy. They're trying to play physical, but it really looks like that you guys really tried to come out, push the tempo, and just let your athleticism fly, essentially.
Oh yeah, we prepared hard this week, and we've been watching a lot of film. I think our guys are it's kind of just snowballing right now.
Second half, I mean, what do you want to see?
Foot on the gas. We still got to play as if it's 0-0 and still keep up the same intensity that got us this lead.
All right, Manny, thank you very much. That was Manny Toney joining me for just a moment as, again, the Fire lead by a score of 78-33 at halftime. I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'll tell you kind of what's gone on here in this first half and then have some first half stats for you. This is Fire Basketball on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Doesn't matter.
The official game ball and TBL is provided by Boston Sports. For over 40 years, Boston has delivered top quality equipment, supporting the passion for a better game. Go to Boston
Welcome back
Sports.
inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. At the half, the Fire just up big. Wow, 78-33 the score. The Fire leading by 55 points here at halftime. Just an absolutely outstanding half for the Potawatomi Fire. Before we look at the half, I do want to let you know that the official game ball of the TBL is provided by Boston Sports. For over 40 years, Boston has delivered top quality equipment supporting the passion for a better game. Go to BostonSports.com for more information. Fire, like I said, up 78-33 over the Logansport Iron Horses. Still waiting to get those halftime stats for you officially, the official halftime stats, but the Fire shooting right around 51% from the field. They're hitting 50% of their threes, shooting their free throws really well. I mean, just an absolutely outstanding half. The Fire doing work on the glass and the paint. I mean, really, anything you want to see from the Fire, you're seeing from them tonight, and it is wonderful for the Fire here in this one, as they have just absolutely dominated this game from the opening tip, and right now lead, like I said, by 45 points at the half. As my math was a little off. It's a 45-point lead. 78-33 is the score. I'm going to take another timeout. When I come back, I will have some halftime stats for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
You know what this program needs? New Dr. Pepper Blackberry!
It's cool Dr. Pepper! Sweet blackberry flavor!
Bingo! There's even zero sugar! And we got a new mascot too!
Oh, that's sweet! Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry. It's a pepper thing!
Lady A, live in concert. Friday, June 20th, 8 p.m., Grand Casino Hotel and Resort. 7-time Grammy Award winners, Lady A. On sale now at grandboxoffice.com. Lady A Live.
Are you ready to elevate your business with a new technology partner? Vine provides lightning-fast fiber internet up to 10 gigs, along with powerful technology solutions that enhance your security, productivity, and efficiency. Our dedicated team of business consultants will identify your business needs and recommend solutions to address your challenges. Don't wait. Claim your free technology evaluation today.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. Potawatomi Fire up big. 78-33 the score over the Logansport Iron Horses at the half. Let's go ahead and run through some of those stats for you. As here inside Fire Lake Arena, they actually turned on the NBA Finals here at halftime. And it's actually a Indiana-Oklahoma affair here in the basketball world. Not only do we have the Fire and the Iron Horses here tonight, but we also have the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers in the NBA Finals. That game early in the second quarter with the Thunder up by 8, 31-23, that score. But looking here at this game between the Fire and the Iron Horses, Fire, as we run through some of those stats, just playing outstanding basketball. Looking at the Logansport stats first. 11 of 46 shooting from the field. That's just under 24%. They're 4 of 18 from 3. That's 22%. 4 of 8 from the free throw line. That's 50%. 21 rebounds for Logansport. 6 on the offensive end, which has turned into 3 second chance points. 1 steal, 2 block shots, 9 turnovers, which have turned into 9 Potawatomi Fire points. Leading scorer for Logansport, Joe Rush, with 10 points in that first half of play. Robert Finnessy, 7 points. 3 rebounds for Finnessy. Looking at the Fire numbers now, the Fire shooting 31 of 61 from the field. That's 50.8%. They are 6 of 12 for an even 50% from the free throw line, and they are, from behind the three-point line, and they are 8 of 12 from the free throw line. That's 66.7%. 48 rebounds for the Fire, including 17 on the offensive end, which those 17 offensive rebounds have led to 15 second chance points for the Fire. They have 12 assists on their 31 made baskets. 8 steals, 2 block shots, 4 turnovers, which have led to just 2 points for Logansport. Individually for the Fire, Deshaun Munson leading the way with 16 points to go along with 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Ricky Artis the second, 11 points, a couple of rebounds. Chuck Guy with 6 points to go along with 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. Paul Harrison in double figures, 12 points, 4 rebounds on the night. Jay Hedgeman, 9 points, 10 rebounds, as he's 1 point shy of a double-double. Ja'Kai Simmons, 9 points. KT Baucom, 8 points. Cam Williams with 3 points, and Isaiah Wade, 2 points, 8 rebounds, and a couple of assists. So, again, the Fire up big, 78-33. It's a 45-point Fire lead here at the half. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have the second half for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox as we get set to start the second half of play. The Fire up 78 78-33 is the score. They've actually stopped the clock at 2:06 remaining here in halftime. Not sure why they stopped the clock, but we are still experiencing some technical issues with the live stats. Trying to work on that and get that figured out right now. But again, the Fire, as they've now put more time on the halftime clock, they put 6:50 on the clock. So still some time to go here before the half, but the Fire just with an absolutely brilliant first half of basketball here in this one as they lead 78-33 here at the half. A 45-point lead for the Fire. Again, here inside Fire Lake Arena during halftime, they've also put on the NBA Finals, Game 1 of the NBA Finals, featuring, again, two teams from Oklahoma and Indiana. This time it's the Thunder versus the Pacers, and the Thunder leading that game here in the second quarter, 37-28. Not quite the high-scoring affair that we have from the Fire here in this one, but the Fire, like I said, up right now by 45. 78-33 is the score. I'm going to take another timeout. When I come back, I'll tell you what I want to see from the Fire in the second half. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox, and with still over 4 minutes to go at halftime, Fire up 78-33. In the second half, I mean, you know, I always talk about adjustments I want to see from teams and from the Fire in the second half at this point of halftime, and they're up by 45. I mean, what can I say? I don't need to see, and I don't think there need to be too many adjustments. The big thing I want to see for the Fire is just to keep the same intensity on both ends of the floor, especially on the defensive end. They've just played outstanding basketball on the defensive end, and they cannot let up. They have to let it keep going every single possession down the floor. They have to keep this intensity, keep this fire, keep this passion on both ends of the floor, and just make a even bigger statement in the second half. Finish off the statement, I should say, in the second half. They've started to make the statement now, and they've showed Logansport what they're capable of. We'll see the adjustments Logansport tries to make. It could be tough for them to come back and take game one, but we'll see what the Iron Horses adjustments are and how the Fire try to keep that same intensity. I would imagine, though, that if the Fire here, especially early in this third quarter, can extend that lead out even further than where it is, that they would try to potentially get some of those main guys out as quickly as they can. The thing with Logansport, too, though, that is tough for them, not only are they playing the Fire, who obviously best team in TBL, best team in terms of record, past two championships, all that kind of stuff. Logansport playing shorthanded. They only have 8 active players on their roster. And so if they were to get into any sort of foul trouble, which they're really not, but if they were to get into any sort of foul trouble, then they would, really start to run into some issues depth-wise, whereas the Fire, obviously all 12 guys on their roster, have plenty of depth here in this game and in this matchup. So we'll see what the Fire can do in the second half, as again, all they really need to do is just keep that same intensity, keep their foot on the gas, and put Logansport away to take game one I'm going to take one more break. When I come back, we should be ready to start the second half of play. Fire up 78-33. This is Fire Basketball on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox as we get set to start this second half of play. Fire up 78-33 the score. Deshaun Munson leading the way, 16 points to go along with 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Paul Harrison, like I said, 12. Ricky Artis, 11. Those are the 3 players in double figures. Ja'Kai Simmons close to that at 9 points, 3 rebounds. Chuck Guy, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals for Chuck as well. As we get set to get back to action, these two teams will switch sides of the floor as the Fire will now go right to left while Logansport will go left to right. Starting 5 out on the floor for both teams. So for Logansport, it's Tavion Horton, Robert Finnessy, James Ellis, Daniel Parrish, and Cameron Estel. For the Fire, Deshaun Munson, Ja'Kai Simmons, Ricky Artis II, Chuck Guy, Paul Harrison. It is Parrish with it. Parrish goes over now to Horton. Horton dumps it inside to Ellis. Ellis will go up. Ellis will flip it up and flip it in.
James Ellis.
Munson with it. Munson lost it as the ball ricocheted oddly off his finger. Now Finnessy will pull up, fire a long two. That one's in and out. Rebound grab by Hedgeman. Hedgeman actually got the start in this second half for Artis. Not sure. I just realized that it was Hedgeman out there, not Artis. Got to double check with Fire trainer Taylor Williams, make sure Ricky's okay. Munson with it on the wing. Cross court for Simmons. Simmons down low for Harrison. Harrison inside for Hedgeman. Hedgeman goes up, has it knocked away, got it back. Down low to Munson. Munson loses it out of bounds, and it will be Logansport basketball. Parrish inbounding, and he gets it into Horton. Horton will bring it up the floor. Horton goes to Finnessy, back to Horton, near side. Horton will drive baseline, get inside, lay it up, and lay it in. A little bit of a lackadaisical start for the Fire here in this third quarter, but the Fire lead is still 41 points. Simmons with it, over to Guy. Chuck to Harrison. Harrison down low for Munson. Up top for Guy, he'll fire a 3, and Chuck's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Estel and then stolen by Munson. Over to Guy, out to Harrison, and he'll fire a 3. And Paul with another fireball. His third 3 of the night. And the Fire lead, 81-37, as Guy gets his 7th assist of the evening. Ellis with it to Finnessy. Finnessy Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Finney cut off, goes up top for Ellis. Ellis will fire a straightaway three. That one in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Hedgeman. Over to Guy. Chuck bounces to Munson, and Munson will set up the offense. Munson to Guy, into the corner for Simmons. He'll fire a three, and Jakai's three is off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Finney. Finney trying to get it to Horton, and it's stolen by Simmons, and Simmons will take it, and Simmons goes down the one-handed slam. Jakai with several big slams here in this one, and the Fire lead 83-37 as Finney has it. Finney goes over to Estel. Estel working on Simmons. Estel dancing around, will pull up, fire the mid-range jumper. That one off the mark. Rebound grab by Hedgeman. 14th rebound of the night already for Jay Hedgeman. This Guy with it up top for Munson. Munson will go to Guy. Guy going inside to Harrison. Paul down low for Hedgeman. Hedgeman flips it up, and Jay Hedgeman able to get it to go. Jay Hedgeman with a double-double as he now has 12 points to go along with 13 rebounds. Paul Harrison with the assist. That's his first of the night. Finney with it. Finney dancing around, goes to Estel, or excuse me, that's a Parrish. Parrish will fade away from the low block. That shot up, no good. Rebound grab by Harrison. Out to Guy. Guy dancing around, goes to Simmons. Simmons will fire a three, and Simmons' three is no good. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Guy. Guy will back out and reset things. Up top for Harrison. Paul will fire a three, and Paul's three is off the mark. Rebound grab by Horton. Horton to Finney. Finney bringing it up the floor. Finney has it knocked away, and we're going to have a foul called on Chuck Guy. As Guy will be called for the foul. That foul on Chuck is his first. Or excuse me, that foul on Chuck is his second. It's the team's first, though. Finney with it. Finney dancing. Finney trying to find somewhere to go with it. Finney goes over to Parrish. Parrish into the corner now for Estel on the far side. He'll fire a corner three, and Estel's corner three is up and in. Guy with it. Fire lead by 45, 85-40 to score. They've led by as many as 49, and there's a reverse slam by Jakai Simmons on the alley-oop. As Chuck can only smile and laugh with what the Fire are doing right now. 87-40 to score. It's Horton getting inside, Horton attacking Simmons, and Horton able to lay it up and lay it in. Guy with it. Guarded by Parrish. Guy will just turn the corner, take it all the way himself, lay it up off the glass, and Chuck Guy able to get the lay-in to go. 9 now for Guy, and the Fire lead 89-42 to score. Here is a long two, that two off the mark. Rebound grab by Munson, out to Guy. Guy will pull up, he'll fire a three, and Chuck Guy with the fireball. Fire now up 92-42. It's a 50-point lead, largest lead of the game by the Fire. Finney with it over to Parrish on the on the near side. Parrish try to back down Guy. Parrish will get inside. Parrish will flip it up. Parrish can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Guy. Chuck with it. Chuck trying to push it up the floor. Guy to Munson. Over to Harrison. Harrison will fire a three. That one off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Horton. Guy now, by the way, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals. As Logansport back down in transition in a hurry, Estel able to find the lay-in. That's Munson with it. Munson across half court. Goes up top for Harrison to Simmons. Back up top to Harrison. Inside to Hedgeman. Hedgeman back up to Harrison to Munson. And we have a 3-second violation here on Logansport. As Isaiah Wade getting set to check in for the Fire. Paul Harrison will take a seat. Harrison 15 points, 6 rebounds tonight. And with 6:06 to go, we will have a media timeout. Fire up 92-44 the score. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
All right, fans, welcome back to the court, the Fire Girls.
say. Smile beat my chest up. You're downright dangerous. That shaking you giddy up. Got my eyes going what? Sipping on this 7-7. Never been this close to heaven. Got it pretty turned up to 11. Dropping on dead on the dance floor. Somebody better call a doctor. She's a little hard stopper. I'm talking breaker, one-nighter. She's a flatliner. Oh, she's a flatliner. Tell 'em about it, Dirk. Dang girl, I'm done. I ain't never seen no one popping it like a cold one. Drop it down like
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Fire up big, 92-44 the score. And if you want to catch up on all the action that you missed, be sure to sign up for the TBL TV League Pass for $99.99. You'll be able to follow your favorite teams, watch games live, or replay them anytime. Join our team and watch yours at tbltv.tv. Fire, like I said, up 92-44. It's a 48-point lead by the Fire. They've led by as many as 50. And the Fire really just playing some outstanding basketball here in this one, especially on the defensive end. Offensively, they've been able to get out and run. They've been able to work in transition, get down low, get in the painted area. As Guy goes to the line to shoot the technical free throw after the 3-second violation, and he knocks it down. He's now 3 of 3 from the line. Chuck now with 13 points to go, along with 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals. But, I mean, the Fire really just dominating this game from the opening tip. And it will be Fire basketball. I think they should put 14 on the shot clock, 8 on the shot clock. 6:06 to go. Munson has it, gets it over to Guy. Guy will pull up, he'll fire a 3. Chuck's 3 is off the mark, rebound grab by Wade, out to Simmons. Inside to Munson. Munson spinning. Munson will go up and score the basket. Deshaun Munson and the foul. Munson just too strong right there, as he now has 18. And it will be Munson at the line shooting 1. Foul is on number 6, Tavon Horton. That is his first, team's first of this third quarter. Free throw by Munson, in and out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Rush. Down to Horton. Horton inside to Estel, back to Horton, and Horton will fire a 3. Horton's 3 is no good. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson a long pass, trying to get it to Guy. Guy can't handle it. And it goes out of bounds. It will be Logansport basketball. As one of the Fire photographers down there almost got run over. It is Finney with it, dancing around, goes over to Estel, back to Finney. Finney will pull up, he'll fire a 3. Finney's 3 is up and in. Finney has a quick shot. You give him space, he'll knock down the shots. Guy has it. Goes to Munson. Munson spinning, down low for Wade, and Isaiah Wade will lay it up and lay it in. That's 4 now for Wade, as Munson gets his 4th assist of the night. Inside goes Carter. Carter can't get the shot to fall, but he is fouled. They'll call Wade, I believe, for the foul.
Fire foul number 23, Isaiah Wade. First personal.
KT Bockham, Cam Williams getting set to check in for the Fire.
Ernest Carter at the line.
Ernest Carter at the line, shooting 2. First free throw for Carter is no good.
And for the Fire, number 5, Cam Williams, and number 1, KT Bockham.
Cam Williams, KT Bockham into the game for the Fire. Ja'Kai Simmons, Jay Hedgeman sit down. Simmons with 13, Hedgeman with 12 and 15, as he has a double-double off the bench for the Fire. Second free throw by Carter is up, and that free throw is up and in. I would imagine we'll see the Fire start to empty the bench here fairly soon. Guy has it. 4:55 to go here in the third quarter. Chuck gets it to Munson. Munson will attack. Munson loses it. Ball is batted. Grabbed by Rush. Rush will look to take it. Rush has it poked away and stolen by Guy. 5th steal of the night for Chuck. Goes over to Williams. Cam gets to the elbow. Inside to Wade, and Wade able to lay it up and lay it in. Cam Williams with some binoculars on that pass right there. Finney with it, dancing around. Finney trying to drive inside. Finney gets inside, goes up and under, and Finney with the tough lay-in. Munson will inbound, and Munson will bring it up the floor for the Fire. Guy has it across half court, and he's guarded by Rush. To Munson. Munson to Williams. Williams will fire a three, and Cam's three is off the mark. Rebound is grabbed by Estel. Estel will look to push. Estel gets it to Horton, who finds Finney, and Finney's three is up and in. Guy to Munson, and Munson will finish bringing the ball up the floor. And now he'll go right back to Guy. Fire lead, 99-53 the score. Chuck with it inside to Munson. Munson goes up, and Deshaun Munson lays it up and lays it in. Fire over 100 points, 101-53 the score. Chuck Guy with the assist. As Finney gets it to Carter, trying to go inside to Estel. Estel able to lay it up and lay it in. That's Guy with it. Guy to Williams. Williams inside to Bockham. Bockham will just turn around, put up the little baseline jumper. No good. Wade, or Munson's tip in, no good. Wade on the tip, can't get it to go, but he is fouled. And Isaiah will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 6, Tavion Horton. That'll be his second. And with 2:57 to go here in the third quarter, we have a media timeout. Fire up 101-55 to score. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
At Sovereign Bank, our story is more than numbers and transactions. We honor our roots by serving our communities with care and integrity, creating financial stability for your family and business today and for generations to come. Sovereign Bank, rooted in heritage, driven by dreams, and tribally owned with pride.
Aliens.
Doritos. Yeah.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. With 2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining here in this third quarter of play. The Fire up huge, 101-55 the score. By the way, we do have the live stats working on if you go to the Basketball League website and go up to where all the games are listed at the top of the website, don't click on today's date. Actually, click on Saturday's date, June 7th. The game was accidentally started on the live stats under Saturday's date. So it will be under that game, but you can follow the live stats there. Fire up 101-55 to score. Isaiah Wade at the line, shooting 2. First free throw in and out, no good. The one area offensively where the Fire maybe have struggled just a bit is their free throw shooting. They're now 11 of 16, but one more free throw upcoming for Isaiah Wade. Wade's second free throw, though, is up and in. 2:56 to go here in the third quarter. Fire up 102-55. It is Rush with it. Rush trapped. He goes over to Carter, top of the key. Carter left wide open. He'll just fire an open three. That one no good. Rebound grabbed by KT Bockham. Fourth rebound for Bockham. He goes over to Guy. Guy back to Bockham. Now to Munson. Munson to Guy. Chuck to Bockham. Bockham with 10 on the shot clock. Bockham goes back out to Guy, back down low for KT. KT will attack, he'll spin, he'll go up, and it's blocked by Perry. Grabbed by Finney. Finney goes over to Estel. Estel will shovel down low, try to at least for Perry, but it's swatted away by Guy. It'll go out of bounds, and it will be Logansport basketball. Logansport inbounding, and it is Rush inbounding. He gets it in to Perry. Perry goes to Estel. Out to Finney. Finney will go over now near side for Rush. He'll fire a three. That one short. Rebound grabbed by Munson. Out to Guy.
2 minutes.
9th rebound for Munson. Chuck goes to Williams. Cam will fire a 3 from the wing, and Cam Williams with the fireball. 9th assist of the night by Chuck. As the Fire lead 105-55, back up to 50-point lead. Here's Carter. He'll fire a 3. Carter's 3 is up and in.
3-point basket by Ernest Carter.
Guy will bring it up the floor. Guy to Williams. Williams will pull up, fire along 2, and Cam Williams score the basket and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more. Foul on number 5, Tyreek Perry. That is his first.
Foul on number 5, Tyreek Perry. First personal. First in the last 2 minutes.
Williams at the line, shooting 1. Williams' free throw is up and in. So Cam now has 9 as Estel drives. Estel will lay it up, and Estel will lay it in.
Cam was still.
Munson goes to Guy, and Guy will bring it up the floor with 1:13 to go here in the third quarter. It's Chuck with it. He's guarded by Carter. Guy trying to get to that 10th assist. He's dancing around working on Carter. Chuck will pull up, fire a 3, and Chuck Guy with the fireball. 16 now for Chuck. There's Finnessy. Finnessy goes over to Estel, back to Finnessy. Finnessy has it knocked away. Stolen by Backham, out to Guy. Chuck behind the back to Williams. Cam lays it up, and Cam Williams lays it in. And that should be 10 assists for Chuck Guy, as he should have the double-double now. 13 points, 10 assists. Finnessy, his free throw, his three-pointer, no good. Rebound grab by Backham. Backham to Guy. Guy will pull up. He'll fire a long 3. That one off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Estel. Estel trying to push. It's Rush in transition. Rush will take it all the way. Rush will lay it up. Rush will lay it in. Guy with it. Guy on the wing. Goes to Munson. Munson far side, guarded by Carter. Munson cross court for Wade. Wade will fire a corner 3, and Isaiah's 3 off the mark. Rebound grab by Carter. Out to Finnessy. Over to Rush. Rush behind the back dribble. Kicks it out to Estel on the wing. He'll fire a 3. That one short. Rebound grab by Rush, and Rush will lay it up and lay it in. Munson, three-quarter court shot at the buzzer, and that will do it for the third quarter at the end of 3. The Fire up by 50. 114-64. I'm going to take a break. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
All right, welcome back to the floor, the Fire Girls.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. Potawatomi Fire up 114-64 as we start this fourth quarter of play. I mean, just an absolutely brilliant 3 quarters of basketball for the Fire. But real quickly, Wooder Apparel provides the official jerseys and merchandise of TBL, offering custom team gear and top quality uniforms. To order your favorite team's custom apparel, go to the live stream chat and click on the banner now.
Grab something to eat or drink as we enter the fourth quarter.
Just an outstanding quarter of basketball, outstanding 3 quarters, I should say, of basketball for the Fire, as they have just been brilliant here in this one. I mean, just not enough superlatives here in this game to tell you how good the Fire have played. It has been as close to perfect as possible. On the floor for the Fire as we start this fourth quarter, a couple subs into the game. You have Isaiah Wade, KT Bockham, Cam Williams, Jalen Mahone in for the first time, Ricky Bryce Jr. in for the first time as well. On the floor for Logansport, by the way, it's Ernest Carter, Joe Rush, Cameron Estel, Perry, and then Robert Fennessy. Wade's pass trying to get it into the corner was deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Fire. As Williams will inbound, he'll go over to Bockham, now to Mahone. Mahone to Wade at the free throw line. Wade gets inside, tries to lay it up, can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Carter. Carter will look to push the tempo. Carter guarded by Mahone. Carter trying to work past Mahone, gets past Mahone, can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound is grabbed by Logansport, and we will have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
I believe it'll be Isaiah Wade jumping it up with number 5, Tyreek Perry. Jumping it up at the free throw line. Trying to figure out what to do. Shot clock needs to go, I think, to 14 should Logansport win the tip. Official still talking about it. And now they get 14 on the shot clock. Wade and Perry jumping it up. Tip is won by the Fire, and it's Bockham with it, near side of the floor. Bockham working around a screen. Bockham trying to get inside. Bockham lays it up, and he's able to get the lay-in to go. It was going to be a goaltend, even though it ended up going in, despite Perry knocking it off the backboard, even though it had already hit the backboard. So either way, Bockham gets 2 points. The Fire lead 116-64. It's Fennessy with it, guarded by Mahone. Goes over to Estel. Estel will pull up. Will fire a long two, and Estel's long two is up and in.
Still for 2.
Bockham floats it over to Williams. Williams will pull up. He'll fire a 3, and Cam Williams with the fireball. 15 now for Cam off the bench, and the Fire lead 119-66. Perry with it. He'll pull up. He'll fire the baseline jumper. That one no good. Rebound deflected. Grabbed by Rush. Rush will fire a 3. Rush 3 off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Wade. 9th rebound by Isaiah. Out to Mahone. Mahone will pull up. He'll fire a long 2. That one off the mark. Rebound batted around as Ricky Bryce Jr. can't handle the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Logansport basketball. Ricky deflected it a couple of times, just could not get his mitts on it. And it is a turnover. Logansport with it. Estel, far side, going inside, trying to go inside to Carter. Carter bumped by Bockham. Foul on Bockham is his second.
Fire foul number 1, KT Bockham. Second personal, team foul number 1.
Robert Fennessy to inbound. Fennessy gets it to Carter. Back to Fennessy. Fennessy trying to turn the corner. He's cut off. Fennessy will back it out with 10 on the shot clock. Fennessy gets inside, lays it up, and Fennessy is able to spin that one in off the glass. Logansport almost getting the steal, but Williams with it for the Fire. Jam goes over to Mahone. Mahone guarded by Fennessy. Mahone inside to Bockham. Bockham with a pump. Bockham will go up and get the shot to fall off the glass. 121-68 the score. Bockham now with 12. Inside, it's Logansport shot no good. Rebound is batted around, and we have a whistle here.
Out of bounds, Fire basketball.
It will be out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. As they're saying that the ball went off the backboard, or off the shot clock, excuse me. Bockham with it, cross court for Williams. Cam thought about the three, instead drives, goes up top for Mahone. He'll fire a straightaway three, and Jalen Mahone gets the fireball to go. His first three of the night. It's Rush with it. Rush dancing around. He's guarded by Wade. Rush has his pass deflected, stolen by Bockham. Bockham will look to push. Bockham will get inside, and Bockham throws down the slam. KT Bockham with the jam, and the Fire lead 126-68. Oh my goodness, it is a 58-point lead for the Fire. Fennessy trying to get inside, he lost it. Stolen by Williams. Cam will stop, pop, fire a three, and Cam Williams with a fireball. 129-68, Fire lead by 61. Oh my goodness. Fennessy dancing around, goes up top for Carter. Carter with a pump. Carter will drive, kick it back out to Fennessy. His three rattles in. Williams bringing it back up the court. Williams, he's feeling it. He'll fire another three, and Cam Williams with another three. 132-71 the score. 8:22 to go here in this fourth quarter. Here's Fennessy with a three. Fennessy's three is short. Rebound grab by Mahone. Out to Wade. Wade gets it to Cam. Over to Bockham. Bockham in the corner. As Bockham's going to be called for the travel. 8:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fire up 132-71. It is a 61-point lead for the Fire. The Fire won their last game against the Enid Outlaws. That game was a 68-point victory. Right now the Fire up by 61. As it stands, it would be their fourth largest victory in team history, third largest this season. It's Rush with it. Rush working around the screen, dancing around. Rush will step back. Rush will fire a three. Rush's three is up and in. Joe Rush able to knock down the tough three. 132-74 the score. Mahone with it. Mahone dancing around, gets it to Bockham. Back to Mahone. Mahone will fire a three. Mahone's three is off the mark. Rebound grab by Ellis. Out to Rush. Rush will try to get inside. Rush will kick it out to Horton up top for Carter. He'll fire a straightaway three, and Carter's three is up and in. Charles Lampton getting set to check in for the Fire. As Bockham brings it up the floor. 132-77. Bryce with it. Bryce working down low. Bryce gets inside, and Bryce lays it up and lays it in. So Ricky Bryce Jr., his first two of the night. It's back to a 60-point Fire lead. Here's Rush. Rush trying to get inside. Rush will get inside. He'll lay it up off the glass, and Rush's lay-in is up and in. Bockham will bring it up the floor. Bockham will float it to Wade. Wade will go behind the back. Wade will pump, go up, has it knocked away. Loose ball grabbed by Wade. Wade still can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed again. Has it knocked out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. As Wade got beat up a little bit on that possession. We will have a media timeout as Charles Lampton will check in for the Fire for the remaining 6:35. Fire up 134-79. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
And spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hand, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you.
6:35 remaining here in this fourth quarter of play. Fire up 134-79. That's the score right now, and if my math is correct, that is a 55-point lead for the Fire. Say if my math is correct. It might not be, but I'm pretty sure it is right there. 55-point lead for the Fire with 6:35 remaining here in this fourth quarter of play. You can stay up to date on all the latest news, signings, scores, and more by following the Basketball League on social media. And for more details on the league, visit thebasketballleague.net. Fire, like I said, up by 55, 134-79 to score. 8 players in double figures. Everybody who has played has scored. Charles Lampton checking in for the first time right here during this timeout. Chuck Guy finishing 16 points, 9 assists, 5 steals, 7 rebounds for Chuck as well. Sean Munson, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Only player tonight for the Fire with a double-double is Jay Hedgeman, 12 points, 15 rebounds. Although I thought Guy got to 10 assists. He did not, just the 9, according to the official scorers. It will be Fire basketball, 13 seconds on the shot clock. KT Bockham, Ricky Bryce, Charles Lampton, Jalen Mahone, Cam Williams into the game for the Fire. Cam, all of a sudden, 21 points. He scores so quickly and in such bunches, but he is now the leading scorer for the Fire. Inbound pass goes to Williams. Cam will turn around, put up the baseline jumper, and Cam Williams now has 23. Bockham with the assist on the inbound pass. As Rush has it, Rush near side. Goes out to Estel. Estel down low for Horton. Horton spinning. Back to Estel. Estel will fire a 3. Estel's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Mahone. Mahone will look to push. Mahone will take it. Mahone will lay it up. And Mahone's lay-in is up and in. 5 now for Mahone. And the Fire back up by 59, 138-79. Carter with it. Carter almost had it poked away. He's able to get it. Carter will pull up. Fire a 3. That one no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. Last touch by Cameron Estel.
Fire basketball.
Bockham bringing it up the floor. Over to Mahone. Mahone will spot up. Fire a 3. And Jalen Mahone with the fireball. 8 now for Mahone. Bockham with the assist. And the Fire back up by 61, 141-79. It's Rush with it. Rush will try to drive inside. Rush will go inside. Is able to kick it out to Horton. Horton's 3 no good. Rebound grab by Lampton. Out to Bockham, to Williams. Cam will circle around, turn around, fire a 3, and Cam's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Horton. Down the floor in a hurry, it's Rush. Rush will fire a 3. Rush's 3 is off the mark. As it goes over the top of the backboard, out of bounds, it will be Fire basketball. 5:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tyreek Perry into the game for the Iron Horses. Fire will win their 48th straight game here inside Fire Lake Arena. That's Bockham with it. Bockham will pull up, fire along 2. Bockham's 2 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Bryce. Bryce will put it right back up and in. As Ricky Bryce Jr. gets the putback, and he now has 4. And the Fire lead 143-79. It's Horton with it over to Carter. Carter will fire a 3. Carter's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Williams. Cam trying to push the tempo. Cam will just pull up, fire the little jumper, and Cam's jumper is up and in. 4:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fire up 145-79. The route is on. It is a 66-point lead for the Fire. Horton with it. Horton to Ellis. Ellis trying to spin. Ellis trying to get inside. Ellis has it knocked away, blocked by Lampton. Ellis gets it back. Goes back over to Carter. Now to Estel. Estel will drive inside. Estel gets inside, and he can't get the lay-in to go, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul
on number 42, Charles Lampton. That is his first.
Team foul number 2.
Team's second. Estel will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw upcoming now for Estel. First free throw is no good. Second free throw upcoming now for Estill. Estill's free throw is up, and that one does roll in. 145-80 the score. It's a 65-point lead. Here goes Bockham. Bockham attacking. Bockham will get inside, lay it up, and lay it in. Bockham saw the lane and just took it straight to the rim for the easy lay-in. He now has 16. 147-80. Horton with it. Horton inside to Estill. Estill guarded by Williams. Estill will pull up from the free throw line. His jumper no good. Rebound grab by Bryce. Bryce gets it out to Mahone. Mahone dancing around. Mahone lost it. Can't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Logansport basketball. Carter inbound. Carter gets it into Horton and goes right back to Carter. And Carter trying to call out the play. Trying to get everybody in position. Carter trying to turn the corner. Finds Horton in the corner, and Horton's three is up, and Horton's three is good. Bockham with it. Bockham will hand off to Mahone. Mahone goes to Williams. Cam will pull up. Cam will put up the jumper. That one off the mark. Cam got his own rebound, though, and he'll turn around, put up another jumper. And that time, Cam is able to get the jumper to go. 27 now for Cam. That ties a season high. He hit that mark back on April 22nd as well against San Antonio. Carter with it. Down low to Ellis. Ellis has it swatted away by Lampton. As Mahone looking to push the tempo. Shovels over to Williams. Down low for Bryce. Bryce goes up, and Bryce can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Carter. That shot was deflected. And that lob is knocked away by Lampton. Out to Mahone. Mahone will stop. Or excuse me, that's Williams who will stop popping fire at three. And Cam now has 30 as the Fire lead 152-83. It is a 69-point lead for the Fire. That jumper no good. Rebound battled for. Grab by Lampton. Mahone with it. To Williams. Cam will just drive. Cam will take it. Why not? He'll go up off the glass, and Cam Williams able to get it to go. 154-83. 71-point lead for the Fire. That fadeaway is no good. Rebound batted around. Still batted around. Saved by Estill. Out to Carter. Carter will fire a three. Carter's three off the mark. Rebound grab by Lampton. Out to Mahone. Mahone able to keep the dribble alive. Mahone gets it to Bockham at the free throw line. Bockham will attack. Bockham goes up and throws down the hammer. Oh my! KT Bockham just putting James Ellis on a poster. Whoa! Oh my! 156-83 the score. Ellis with it. Ellis will go up. Ellis will lay it up and lay it in, and he'll go to the line for a three-point play. Foul is on number 42, Charles Lampton. But KT Bockham with the dunk of the year. Oh my goodness. KT Bockham just catching a body on that slam. We have immediate timeout with 1:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fire up 156-85. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Fire fans are their final host this entire series. Game 1 tonight, Game 2 on Saturday night. Game 3 if necessary will be Sunday night here at Fire Lake Arena. You can listen to Chris Stocks on the radio call KGFL 100.9 FM. 1450 AM, KGFF.com. Or you can watch a live stream with a paid subscription. Playoff Pass on TBLTV.tv.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. 156-85 to score. Fire up by 71 over the Logansport Iron Horses. The official game ball of TBL is provided by Bodden Sports for over 40 years. Bodden has delivered top quality equipment, supporting the passion for a better game. Go to boddensports.com for more information. Fire up by 71 right now. If this lead were to hold, it would tie the largest victory in Fire history. They beat Western Oklahoma earlier this season by 71. Fire also just a couple rebounds shy of a new team record for most rebounds. They have 78 right now. The team record is 80. James Ellis at the line.
James Ellis at the line, one shot.
Shooting one. Fire got those 80 rebounds, by the way, against Rockwall. That free throw is no good. Rebound is grabbed by Bockham. Bockham out to Mahone. Mahone will take it. Mahone goes up, and Mahone is fouled by Ernest Carter. Mahone was trying to go for his own highlight reel slam, and now Jalen will go to the line to shoot two.
Logansport foul number 3, Ernest Carter. Third personal.
Foul on Carter is his third.
First in the last 2 minutes.
Mahone will go to the line to shoot two.
Jalen Mahone at the line.
Mahone's free throw is off the back of the rim, no good. Second free throw upcoming now for Mahone. And Mahone's second free throw is up and good. So Mahone splits the 2 free throws. He has 9. And the Fire lead now by 72. Carter dancing around. Carter trying to get inside. Carter going inside to Ellis, and Ellis will throw down the slam. Bockham with it. Bockham, guarded by Ellis. Bockham trying to get inside. Bockham loses it. Able to save it, maybe, as it's deflected. Cam Williams comes up with it. Williams gets it to Lampton. Lampton will fire a 3 at the shot clock, and Charles Lampton knocks down the fireball to beat the shot clock. Oh my goodness. Charles Lampton putting the Fire up by 73. And right down the line comes Horton, who makes it back to a 70-point game. 160-90 the score. Bockham with it. Bockham, the Fire do need to get a shot off before the shot clock, but I think the Fire will be okay just letting this shot clock expire, as the Fire will get the 70-point win. 160-90 the score. As that will do it for this one. The Fire blowing out Logansport in Game 1 of the Midwest Conference Finals, 160-90. I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'll be joined by Fire head coach Mark Danoff. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Join us again Saturday night as the Fire can close out this series against Logansport. Tip-off will be at 7 p.m. Game 3, if necessary, will be Sunday night here at Fire Lake Arena. If you can't make the action, you can hear Chris Cox on the radio call. KGFF 100.9 FM, 1450 AM, KGFF.com, or you can watch the live stream with a playoff pass on TBLTV.tv. Reminder, select Fire players will be available for pictures and autographs coming up shortly. Fire Country, thank you for your loyal support of the Fire. Fire Country are the best fans in TBL. You showed it tonight. Let's see it again on Saturday night. Tip-off will be at 7 p.m. for Game 2. Until then, help us out. Throw away your trash on the way out. Buckle up. drive home safely. Go Thunder and go Fire!
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. Potawatomi Fire victorious tonight in Game 1 of the Midwest Conference Finals, 160-90. The final score. I'm now joined by Fire head coach Mark Danoff. And Coach, just an absolutely outstanding start to the series for your Fire.
Yeah, I mean, I thought at halftime we couldn't have played a much better 24 minutes, and then the guys came out and we just didn't have any laps. We talked about the fact that, you know, we're not playing to the score. We're playing for us, about getting better and advancing in this playoff series. So I thought the guys had a great focus, great mentality coming in, and just so proud of them.
I mean, it's hard in a game like this to even just focus on a couple of key guys because everybody played so well. And, you know, you've talked all season about how deep this team is, how good this team is, and how anybody on any given night can have their night. Tonight, I think you saw just about everybody at some point or another have their night.
No, absolutely. And one of the things in our formula that we talk about every game is that we need to go out and have fun together and embrace each other's success. And I think these guys just do a terrific job of that. I know there's times where they compete and get on each other a little bit, but it's all because they love each other, care about each other, and want to win.
160 points, by the way, I believe second most in ties actually the most in team history. They scored 160 against Wichita last season. And then other numbers that are really, really good. Your 25 offensive rebounds are up near to a record. The 70-point victory, second highest in team history. I mean, just a historic night here tonight.
You know, the energy that we played with the entire game, 48 minutes, and everybody's name was called, came and responded, produced. You know, we've talked about being at our best as the playoffs come, and right now we're playing very well. The plan is to keep playing at this level. And listen, Logansport's a really good team.
They are.
And the thing we talked about at halftime was, you know, the score is what it is, and the spread is what it is because of us, what we did, and did it to a really good team, and we just need to continue to improve, get better. And I know Logansport's going to make some adjustments. They're going to get their legs fresh, and they'll come back and give us a real battle on Saturday.
Yeah, Game 2 on Saturday night, 7 o'clock. What's going to be your message to the guys over these next, 48-ish hours?
The usual. Take care of your bodies. Make sure you eat, hydrate, get stretched, get treatment. But most importantly, that this step will be over here in an hour. And we've got to move on to the next step, and it's 0-0 on Saturday.
All right, Coach, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you Saturday.
Yep, thank you.
That was Fire head coach Mark Danoff joining me for just a moment. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have your post-game stats, and we'll wrap things up. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
You know what this program needs? New Dr. Pepper Blackberry!
It's full Dr. Pepper! It's sweet blackberry flavor!
Bingo! There's even zero sugar!
And we got a new mascot too!
Oh, that's sweet!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
I'm Ostella, one of this year's Fire Girls, and the Fire would like to thank their amazing sponsors, including Fire Lake Casino, Fire Lake Foods, Frito-Lay, the Grand Casino and Hotel and Resort, Lowe's, OK Classics, and OSO Orthodontic Specialist of Oklahoma. Thanks for your support, and go Fire.
Are you ready to elevate your business with a new technology partner? Vive provides lightning-fast fiber internet up to 10 gigs, along with powerful technology solutions that enhance your security, productivity, and efficiency. Our dedicated team of business consultants will identify your business needs and recommend solutions to address your challenges. Don't wait. Claim your free technology evaluation today. Visit business.vibebroadband.com and discover why Vive is the premier choice for your business success.
At Sovereign Bank, our story is more than numbers and transactions. We honor our roots by serving our communities with care and integrity. Creating financial stability for your family and business today and for generations to come. Sovereign Bank, rooted in heritage, driven by dreams, and tribally owned with pride.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. As we wrap things up here tonight, the Potawatomi Fire victorious 160-90 over the Logansport Iron Horses, a 70-point win for the Fire, second largest win in team history. The 160 points ties a team record for most points in a single game. They scored 160 against Wichita as well. I believe that was last year that they hit that number. But a historic night tonight here inside Fire Lake Arena as the Fire jump out to a 1-0 lead in the Midwest Conference Finals. Let's go ahead and look at some of those final stats for you now. First off, for Logansport, the Iron Horses, they shot 36.7% from the field. They were 36 of 98. They were 31% from 3, 13 of 42, 5 of 12 from the free throw line, just 41.7% there. 41 rebounds for Logansport, 13 on the offensive end. That did lead to 8 second chance points, 9 assists on their 36 made baskets, 3 steals, 4 block shots, 16 turnovers individually for Logansport. Robert Finnessy leading the way with 20 points to go along with 5 rebounds. Joe Rush, 19 points, had 4 rebounds, also had a couple of steals. And then Cameron Estel with 19 points to go along with 9 rebounds, and Tavion Horton with 10 points on the night. Looking at the Fire numbers now, the Fire 64 of 115. They were 55.7% from the field. They were 18 of 34 from behind the three-point line. That's 52.9%. 14 of 20 from the free throw line. That's 70%. 78 rebounds for the Fire in this one, including 25 on the offensive end. That led to 28 second chance points. 25 assists on their 64 made baskets. 14 steals, 3 block shots, and they had 9 turnovers tonight. That led to just 11 Logansport points. Looking at the individual numbers for the Fire, 8 players finishing in double figures tonight. First, Charles Lampton, 3 points tonight. He hit the 1 3-pointer later in the game. 5 rebounds for Lampton as well. Ricky Bryce Jr. with 4 points to go along with a couple of rebounds. Isaiah Wade, 7 points tonight. Did have 10 rebounds. Also had a couple of steals and a couple of assists on the evening. And then Jalen Mahone, 9 points tonight to go along with 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Looking at the guys who finished in double figures now, Ricky Artis II only played in the first half, had 11 points to go along with a couple of rebounds. Ja'Kai Simmons, 13 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of steals. Jay Hedgeman, a double-double tonight, 12 points, 15 rebounds on the night for Jay Hedgeman, and he did that in just 14 minutes of play as he had an absolutely outstanding game here in this one. Paul Harrison, 15 points, had 6 rebounds and assists, a couple of steals as well. Chuck Guy with 16 points to go along with 9 assists, 7 rebounds, 5 steals for Chuck as he filled up the stat sheet. KT Bockham with 18 points to go along with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and an absolutely beautiful poster of a slam in that fourth quarter. And then Deshaun Munson with 20 points tonight to go along with 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Cam Williams, the leading scorer tonight, 32 points to go along with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. So, again, the Fire victorious tonight, 160-90, the final score. These two teams will meet for Game 2 on Saturday night. That game will be right back here inside Fire Lake Arena. 7 o'clock tip. You can get tickets to that game online at PotawatomiFire.com/tickets, or you can call the Fire Lake Arena box office to purchase tickets as well. That's going to do it for us tonight. For everybody in the KGFF studios and Braden Edwards and his crew on TBL TV, I'm Chris Cox, and I'll talk to you on Saturday night right here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.